Beautiful night for football at Farmers Union Insurance Field at the Thurlton Complex at Central Cass School in Castleton. As some Saturday night football. I don't get to say that too often, but the Central Cass Squirrels and Lisbon Broncos, one of the only games in the area. In fact, one of the few games in the state going on. It'll be the season opener for both teams. The Broncos out of Class A Region 1, and what a season they had last year as the Broncos unbeaten going into the state semifinals. They won the Region 1 regular season title as they ran the table there. Broncos with playoff wins over Grafton and Thompson before they ran into the buzzsaw that is two-time defending champion Langdon Edmore Munich, losing 50-0 in the state semifinals. But 10-1 for Joe Girding's team, and Joe Girding took over this program when they were probably at the lowest depths they had been in years. They had a stretch where they won 5 games in 5 years, and you go back to 2 years ago in 2018, they were knocking on the door of the postseason, and not only did they kick the door down, they with a very basic, simplistic offensive approach, just running the football with that single wing with Hunter Schultz and Jordan Sowers, that 1-2 punch back for the Broncos this year. But last year put up some big numbers. In fact, a 42-12 win over Central Cass in the season opener last year, as Lisbon ran for around 450 yards in that game last year. Jordan Sowers ran for 260, Hunter Schultz ran for 97, and fullback Luke Dalazan broke one for a touchdown, a 36-yard touchdown late in the second quarter of that game that made it a two-score game, and therefore it really broke it open. The Broncos were big, experienced, and physical really on both sides of the line. And Central Cass, who went from 20-plus seniors 2 years ago, a team that got to the semifinals in 2A and had to reload last year. The Squirrels 3 wins a year ago, but really playing and had some games they were very competitive in. They were really not that far from being a playoff team out of the East region. So they went 3-6, wins over Stanley via forfeit, but wins over Watford City, and then finished the year with a 41-0 win over Wahpeton. But in that stretch, they lost 4 straight region games, a 10-point loss to Kindred that was actually a much closer game than that. They lost 35-7 to Valley City, but in that game at a 7-0 lead at halftime before the Highliners took over with a huge second half. So they're trying to make that next step with still a very fairly young team. Not a ton of seniors. Numbers are pretty good, in the 50s for Tommy Butler's team. He thought maybe when the season started, kind of pre-COVID, they thought numbers might be 69 or 60 or north of 69 through 12, but they settled in about mid-50 for numbers, and the Broncos up right around 40 or so. And that's some of the, you go back when Joe Girding started this program, you go back in 2015, I think they had 4 freshmen that came out. 2 years ago, they had just 1 senior, but the numbers are back, in Bronco football back into prominence, and they are number 4 in the preseason Class A 9-man poll. So certainly really a good test for both teams. Lisbon will face a 2A team, and more than likely next year, with things changing and how they classify things, we're not going to be, well, we'll still have 9-man, but A, AA, and 3A. It'll be 11-man B, 11A, and 11AA. Both these teams will be in 11B, so Central Cass will move really downward, will be one of the teams with the top enrollment in the new 11B, which will be finalized here next month, and Lisbon will stay in that 11B division as well, so they'll be rivals at least for the next couple of years. We'll take a break here in our pregame report. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock as the Broncos, there you see, getting their warm-ups right now, and Central Cass have headed to the locker room as well under second-year head coach Tommy Butler. And speaking of Tommy, we will visit with the head coach of the Squirrels coming up here in just a moment. Our pregame underway on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions. Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Back at the pregame as we get ready for the opening kickoff here of the 2020 season. The Central Cass Squirrels, tough first opponent. They will face the state-ranked Lisbon Broncos, the Broncos in Class A, and Tommy Butler in his second year as the head coach of the Squirrels. And well, first of all, you had a busy summer, a couple of new additions to your family. Congratulations on that, and
thank you.
That just adds I'm sure, to a very busy time for you and your family.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blessing for sure, but there was definitely some tough times there when both of the girls were in the NICU for just a little over a month. So some long days for sure, but they're home now. They're doing great. So it's the Butler house is a busy house right now. So
I bet. And now it gets ramped up with teaching and football for you. And kind of get into a little bit. I've been talking with some coaches when I've had a chance to visit about how how things have changed as far as maybe not so much. Well, somewhat of coaching football, but maybe some of the things outside of the field. With some of those changes, I guess, with the return to play that was implemented by the High School Association, how big of an impact has that been on how you try to operate and how you try to coach this program?
I think for us, it's really just, it gets back to, there's some things that you just don't have control over, and we try to preach that to the kids all the time. There's going to be times in games where you don't have control over stuff, and the attitude's got to be, how do you respond to it? Yes, we would all like to not have to do a lot of the things that we're doing, but at the same time, we all really want to play football. And if wearing a mask and doing different things like that is going to help us play football, I think right now we're all in for it. Our kids have been phenomenal with that. We haven't had honestly, we really haven't had any grumblings or people being upset that there's some different things that we have to do this year. It's more so, again, just them buying into, what is my reaction when something doesn't go my way, and is it a poor way or is it a positive way? And so I think we've been hitting on that hard, and our kids, like I said, I think have responded really, really well to that.
I imagine too, you had such a young team last year. This is just another layer of the maturation process.
Yeah, I was actually just talking to one of our players yesterday about that. Of, how do you think the difference between fall camp and the lead up to the game has been compared to last year? And they said, last year was just you're surviving. You're just trying to not make mistakes. You're trying to do things right. Where this year it's people are comfortable with what we're doing. We had a good off season. Guys put in a lot of extra time as far as learning our new offense, and then just being even more familiar with our defense. We have leaders that have really kind of bought into what we're saying of, if we want to, our goal obviously is to get to the Dome. And, if we want to do that, it's not just going to happen. It's not just going to happen because we're a year older. It's going to be about, are you putting in extra time? Are you going to do the little extra things to get us to that spot? So, like I said, I think the maturation process has been huge, and it's really coming from the top down with our leaders. So
that is great to hear. Numbers-wise, about mid-50s for total numbers you have out? Yeah,
we're about mid-50s. Have a really good spread as far as, last year we only had about 4 seniors. We kind of had we'd have a big group, a small class, stuff like that, where now we're kind of nice and spread out. Our senior class is a little bit smaller, but, again, I think we probably would have had some more numbers without this COVID stuff. But as far as the guys that are in here, I mean, it's been great with the way that we've been practicing, the attitudes, the efforts, the energy level has been really, really good. Our guys have, one of the things that we had talked about last year that I really wanted to bring in was having that peer coaching where, we have guys that are older that understand stuff. You need to help these young guys. We were such a young team last year. Any little help that they could get was going to be huge, and this year has been no different. Our guys have, again, just taken that role on of, if I'm older or I know what I'm doing, I'm not just going to be a selfish guy and be about me, but I'm going to try to do something for my teammates and try to get them better as well. So it's that part. I love watching that. That's probably my favorite part about this team so far.
Offensively, you mentioned maybe some new wrinkles offensively. What can we see from your team?
It'll be similar to what we did last year in a sense. We have Jason Belkey coming in. He's our new offensive coordinator, coming from Thompson, so, championship pedigree there. He has a lot of, he's an offensive mastermind, I think. Just some of the stuff he kind of comes up with creativity-wise, I think is really, really good. His being able to basically merge some of his stuff with the stuff that Travis Lamar did last year, who was our OC last year, putting those two together. I mean, those guys work great together. Travis has been next level as far as his willingness to come in and help Jason, but also, say, hey, this is all yours, man. He's not big-headed. He's not trying to say, well, hey, this is my stuff. Here's how you need to do it. Again, I think that's why our kids are taking it. They're taking it from our coaches who are doing the same things of, they're just being bought into, it's all about the players. We're trying to get everybody better. It's not about us. And so I think for me, for a staff-wise, I think that's, it makes it really easy to be a head coach when everybody's on that same wavelength.
No doubt about it. Just kind of learn to delegate, right?
That's right. Get out of the way, man.
Yep, that's right. Boy, a good first opponent here in Lisbon. I know they lose quite a bit from their offensive line that pushed a lot of people around last year, leading the way for guys like Sowers and Schultz. But I'd imagine you're going to see same recipe in trying to stop a very good Lisbon team.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Gurdon has a great program. He's taken that program from being, they were not doing so hot when he first got there to, now they're, like you said, they've been, last year they finished in the semifinals. This year they're ranked number 5. They have some really good talent. Obviously, we're glad that they graduate a lot of those big dudes because those guys were really, really tough last year. But I'm sure he's just going to reload with another new crop. Lisbon's not known for being the smallest of kids, so I'm sure they have, their backups are probably just as big, just as strong. So, our guys we're up for the challenge, though. I know we've been this whole summer just wanting to get back at it. We felt like last year we really just let those guys just kind of take it to us. We had some opportunities, but, Lisbon just flat out beat us last year. And so I think our guys are really excited for this chance to play a ranked opponent and hopefully get this season started off on the right note.
Yep, as a good test here before you get into region play, which is a few weeks down the line. Tommy, appreciate it, and best of luck tonight, and good luck here in 2020.
Thank you.
Tommy Butler, head coach, second-year head man of the Central Cass Squirrels, 3-6 a year ago, as was the case last year. One of their early season games before they get into region play, has been canceled. We talked about with Turtle Mountain going and starting the year with distance education. They pretty much wiped out athletics for the fall. Turtle Mountain was scheduled to host Central Cass on September the 11th. The Squirrels will head to Stanley. Last year, Stanley forfeited due to low numbers and did not play in 2019. They will head out to Western North Dakota. That will really be their only true long road trip of the year. The Squirrels will be at Stanley, and note the time on that next Friday, September 4th. That'll be a 5 p.m. start. Then off the following week, home to Watford City on the 18th, and we'll begin region play here at Farmers Unit Insurance Field on the 25th when they take on Devils Lake. We'll have our starting lineups here coming up shortly. As we mentioned last year, 42-12. The Broncos really used their strength and size and really their experience as well to their advantage, as Lisbon ran for 456 yards in that matchup. Jordan Sowers at 21 carries, 260 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hunter Schultz added 97 yards on 23 carries and 2 scores. Luke Dalazon had a 36-yard touchdown run late in the second quarter. That upped the lead to 24-12 at halftime. Squirrels got a pair of first quarter touchdowns, including a Junior Tote kickoff return for a score, but were blanked the final 3 quarters as Lisbon really imposed their will on a very young Squirrels team last year. National anthem up next, starting lineups, kickoff, Squirrels and Broncos coming up here in just a few moments.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they're kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
There you see a look at Farmers Unit Insurance Field. This is the 3rd year since the turf has been installed and is proved handy. Maybe not so much this time of year once we get late in the season. And boy, last year it came in handy not just for the Squirrels but for other teams as well. Hillsborough Central Valley had to move their home game against the Squirrels here to Farmers Unit Insurance Field after an October snowstorm. New Rockford Cheyenne played a playoff game here against Tri-State in the opening round of the 9-man playoffs. So that field turf, which is becoming more common and more prevalent, are really around the state of North Dakota. Number of spots in Fargo, Cushman Field in Grand Forks, Valley City State, a number of turf fields in Bismarck as well. And then it certainly helps once you get a little deeper into the fall sports season, especially for football, but really for other sports as well, such as soccer, and then you even see some softball at times as well. Let's take a look at these starting lineups. We'll get you the Lisbon Bronco offense right now as you see that. Joe Girding, head coach of the Broncos, assisted by Mark Moss, Kevin McCleary, and Jason Coonsey. 10-1 a year ago, and the defending Region 1 champs. As you take a look at that offensive line, first for the Broncos, center is number 51, Spencer Kelson, 6 foot, 235, and a junior. The guard's number 56, Caleb Olson, 6 foot, 245, and a junior. And the other guard, number 52, Jaden Schmidt, 5'8", 185, and a senior. The tackles, number 75, Grant Lyon, 6'1", 275, and a sophomore. And number 55, Robert Adam, 6'2", 235, and a senior. So that is a big offensive line. The Squirrels are giving up a fair amount of pounds per man on the front line, as you have Kelson at 235, Olson at 245, Lyons at 275, and Robert Adam at 235. As we take a look at the rest of the starting offensive unit for the Broncos, the quarterback Hunter Schultz, 3rd-year quarterback for the Broncos, 5'9", 180, and a senior. Jordan Sowers, nearly 1,800 yards on the ground a year ago, also a state champion wrestler. 6 foot, 185-pound senior wears number 2. The fullback is number 7, Colby Rasmussen, 6'3", 190 and a senior. Wide receiver is number 5, Bowden Greenlee. He is a sophomore, 5'8", 155-pound sophomore. The other wide receiver, number 8, Simons Fame. He is 6 foot, 160 and a senior. The tight end, number 1, Avery Dick, 6'3", 185 and a senior. The Broncos, there you see the Broncos kind of at the top right corner of your screen in the road whites. Kind of got the Kansas City Chiefs look about them there. The visiting team in the Broncos, the number 4 team of the preseason Class A rankings. We'll get you the starting defensive unit here for the Central Cass Squirrels, as they will go with a 3-4 defensive unit. The defensive ends coming back at a solid season last year. Number 8, Cade McKinnon, 6'2", 210, and a junior. The other defensive end, number 77, that is Mason Vance, 5'10", 280, and a freshman. Nose guard number 55, Josh Dixon, 6'3", 210-pound senior, as Dixon will be asked to play a little bit more defensively this year. Primarily had been a stalwart on the offensive line, but as a senior will be asked to play a little more both ways than he has in previous years. The linebackers, the outside backers, number 3, Aiden Olsen-Tinglestead, AOT, 6'1", 170, and a senior. The other offensive backer, number 1, Jaden Bartz, 5'9", 140, and a senior. The inside backers, middle linebacker, number 7, Isaac Williams, 6'1", 170, and a junior. And the other inside linebacker, the Will linebacker, 44, Sam Badger, 5'10", 185, and a senior. In the secondary, the safeties, number 2, Adam Rhoden, 6'1", 145, and a senior. Jake Deutsch, number 19 at free safety, 6'1", 150, and a junior. The corners are number 20, Will Ellison, 6'1", 170, and a junior. And number 11, Frosty Wisniewski, 6', 155, and a junior. Well, the keys for this one: can the Squirrels use their quickness and make this a game where they're effective maybe outside of the hash marks? The other thing they're going to have to do defensively, Lisbon last year was so good on first down. They could get 5, 6, 7 yards a crack on first down, and 2nd and 3 is where they want to be. If you can force Lisbon into 2nd and long and 3rd and long, they have tried to add another wrinkle or two to their offense just to keep defenses honest. Where, defenses are going to maybe try and stack the box a little bit, maybe put a safety in there, maybe put the linebackers in tight in that box area to try and slow down that Lisbon ground attack. And then offensively, what hurt Central Cass not so much was turnovers, but turnovers turned into catastrophes. It turned into problems last year when things went bad. And Tommy Butler really highlighted that in the pregame, where he was talking about when things don't go our way, if we make a mistake, if there's things that we can't control, how do we react to that? And that is definitely something that that's part of the maturation process that we talked a little bit about in the pregame, and we'll see if they make that jump for a lot of guys that were sophomores and juniors, now juniors and seniors, if they can make that next jump up. We saw Kindred look very impressive last night in a win over Northern Cass. You look at the East region, you've got Hillsborough Central Valley, the defending 2A champs, and still going to be very tough. They blanked Grafton last night. Valley City brings back a very nice team from last year's squad as well. So it's going to be a battle for really after those two. Devils Lake got beat by Bismarck St. Mary's, but they should be competitive. So you look, probably Central Cass, Kindred, and Devils Lake maybe fighting 3, 4, and 5, and Wahpeton, who struggled last year. We'll see if they make some improvements as well. Broncos will get the ball to start as Bowden Greenlee and Hunter Schultz back deep at around their 10-yard line. Aiden Olsen-Tinglestead has it teed up at the 40. Last year, the Squirrels struggled at home, won just one home game last year when they blanked Wahpeton in the season finale after being actually very impressive at home 2 years ago. Olsen-Tinglestead has it teed up at the 40. There's the approach, and we are underway. Kick bouncing middle of the turf and taken to the 27-yard line up the middle of the field to the 35, out to about the 39-yard line on the return for the Broncos. That was Caden Sweet, 5'9", 150-pound junior, and we'll get a look at that Lisbon offense to start. I don't think they turned the clock on because there's still 12 minutes out there as they will start at the 39-yard line. So the Broncos will have 1st and 10. And again, it's going to be a pretty basic offense. And we've seen the single wing, and sometimes there are variations where sometimes Sowers takes a snap, sometimes Schultz, even though he's listed at quarterback, Sowers might take just as many snaps as Schultz does. A wing on the right, receiver wide to the right side. Actually, they'll go double wing on 1st and 10. Squirrels will sneak up a linebacker, Olsen-Tinglestead up on the line. Direct snap, Sowers right side at the numbers 40. Stiff arm, 45 near sideline on a 1st down as he crosses midfield. And Sowers providing a little punch there is knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. And that's Cade McKinnon forcing him out. There is Bronco football right there in a nutshell. 14 on a first down for Lisbon. It is pretty basic elementary football. It's just kind of lining up mano-y-mano and say, you know what, we're going to do that. We're going to do that until you prove you can stop us. Quickly into Squirrels territory. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line from the right hash. Double wings, and we have a whistle, and we have, I believe, a timeout. Yes, timeout Central Cass. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they were a man short, I believe. So it'll be a timeout. Timeout Central Cass as we will take a break here. Timeout Squirrels. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47 when we come back. We'll be back after this short break. 11:35. I say the clock did not start, so I think head official Neil Litton. The officials tonight, by the way, the referee Neil Litton, Loy Ham is the umpire. Wade Barth, the linesman. Terry Steinhaus, the line judge. Back judge is Tim Steinhaus. We are at 11:35 here in the first quarter. We've come to a reasonable decision on that. Direct snap, Schultz tries the right side and drags his way to about the 42-yard line. 5 on the run for Schultz. They lost really their closest, or really their deep threat as a wide receiver, Dawson Perro, graduating from last year. Pickup of about 5 to the 42-yard line. We'll get the numbers on Schultz from last year as we go along. 2nd and 5 of the 42-yard line. 4-man front, and they are going to start stacking the box a little bit. They'll put 5 up on the front line to the Squirrels. Direct snap. Here is Sowers, lead block from Schultz. Stretch play left side, 40, first down at the 35, and is knocked out of bounds inside the 35 along the far sideline to the 33. Yeah, that'll be a Lisbon first down. Owen Wiersma brings him down to the 33. That's a pickup of 9 and a first down, and there was just that direct snap to Sowers. Schultz last year threw for just 315 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. They threw just 5 times against Central Cass in the matchup last year. Last year, Schultz ran for nearly 1,300 yards, 97 against Lisbon. Toss and goes to their side. It's Greenlee. Greenlee at the 30. It's contact and brought down near the numbers. Nice job there by Deutsch. Jake Deutsch is on that toss where that might be where Bowden Greenlee might fill that role that Dawson Perro had last year as a wingback / receiver for the Broncos. That's a pickup of 2 for Bowden Greenlee, already a state wrestling champion and still has a lot of years left for that dominant Lisbon wrestling program. Pickup of 3 to the 29-yard line. I'll bring up 2nd down and 7. 10-20 and rolling. Opening series here in the season opener for both teams. The Broncos will be at Oak Grove. Their first home game not until the 11th when they host Northern Cass. Man comes in motion. Greenlee, direct snap. It is Sowers. 25 trying to veer to the left side. A nice open field tackle. Close to the first down. Deutsch able to just get an ankle on him. And we'll see. Be very close to the first down markers of the 22-yard line. Deutsch, and that will be a first down. That was a question coming in, was they lost 4/5 of their offensive line due to graduation from last year. But again, they've got size up front. And Tommy Butler says they don't grow them small in Ransom County. For the most part, that is true. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Growing up in God's country, Ransom County. 1st and 10 on the 22. Receiver wide to the right side. Double wing. Squirrels again stack the box. Greenlee in motion. Direct snap. Schultz up the middle at the 20 and will fall forward. And it landed over the top of a Squirrels defender to about the 15-yard line. Josh Dixon on the tackle, his first of the game for Central Cass. And a pickup of 7 for Sowers will bring up 2nd and 3. 7th play of the drive coming. Drive started back at the 39-yard line. They're quickly into the red zone. This drive is soaked up a little over 3 minutes in time. A wing on the left, single receiver wide to the right side, Simon's Fame. Direct snap, flag down. Handoff goes to Schultz, tries the left side. Dixon and a host of Squirrels haul him down at the 10. It will be a first down, but that one's coming back. Neil Litton says a legal shift against the Broncos. Isaac Williams, one of the Squirrels into the tackle, but penalty will back them up to the 20-yard line if it is accepted. Last year, Schultz, season high of 201 yards against Hatton Northwood. He had 4 games, actually make that 6 games of 100 yards or more on the ground for the Broncos. As between the two, they combined for about 3,100 yards on the ground. As the officials hearing some things from Joe Girding over on the Lisbon sideline. Now they'll mark things back. So back to the 15-yard line, legal shift. That come at the end of the play, perhaps? So basically, second and they went back. I said they didn't actually move it back. Now they're back to the 20-yard line. Hey, it's the first game for the officials too, so it's understandable. 2nd and 8 from the Squirrels' 20-yard line. Direct snap. It is Sowers trying to hit and spin. Squirrels trying to wrap him up, pick up a 4 to the 16-yard line. 5 carries, 41 yards on this drive for Sowers, and now they have gotten the Broncos into 3rd down, I believe, for the first time on this drive. Last year, 453 yards of total offense. Central Cass Edge is 223, but they ran for about, looking back at it, ran for about 9 yards of pop against the Squirrels defense from last year. It's 3rd down. Let's call it 4 now at the Squirrels 16-yard line. They really stacked the box now. About 8 in the box. Left side, Schultz, and will be close to the first down. We'll see. He was brought down on first contact at around the 12. Tried the left side, following left guard and tackle, and he will be shy of the marker. Less than a yard shy of the first down, and Lisbon will have their first 4th down of the season now, facing 4th and short, 4th at about a half a yard at the 12-yard line. The other thing we talked about they did offensively, but they hit with a lot of big plays last year, but they just can wear you down. They can, a 5-6 minute drive out of the question. Direct snap low, Sowers, and hits and spins, we'll see. I don't know if he made it. Tried to stretch the ball out. The Squirrels think they have stopped them. Badger and Isaac Williams. Williams was ready to jump off the field. Tommy Butler said, stay out there. We don't know if we stopped him, but we'll see. It depends on that spot, and it's going to be very close. They may not have made it. Sowers held the ball. I think he was trying as the knee hit the turf, he was trying to stretch and get that maybe extra 6 inches or so they needed. We'll bring the chain gang out. Tight look on that one, as you can see. Let's see. Yeah, he got it. Yep. First down. Not quite a full football, but it's enough. First down, Broncos. And the drive continues. And a pretty good contingent, at least this year with the COVID regulations. They have the wristbands. Each team's, for the home team players, get an allotment of tickets. There are a handful of tickets left for the general public, and the visiting team gets their handful as well. Direct snap to Sowers. Tries the left side. Schultz with a block at the 5. Gets down low. Stretches for the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown, Broncos. Following the left side, able to get to the corner and reaching across the goal line for the touchdown. Finishes off a 61-yard drive, a 10-play 61-yard march for the Broncos at 6-0. That'll go for 12 on the touchdown run. As Sowers at 53 yards on that march. Officially go for 12 as they'll go on the 2-point conversion from the left hash. So they will go for 2. Direct snap. Schultz tries the left side, and second effort gets him in on the 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion good, and Lisbon strikes first. 7:08 to go in the opening quarter. It's 8-0 Broncos. We're back with more in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
And our coverage brought to you by the Central Cass Booster Club. And I know it was really a priority for Region 1 schools, including the Squirrels, to try and get games via webcast. You've got a number of radio broadcasts around the region for a lot of different teams. But like I said, radio stations do as much as they can, but they can't be at every game. So the web stream certainly an option. And big thanks to the Booster Club for making this possible. Drive for Lisbon, 10 plays, 61 yards, 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Sowers in 12 yards for the touchdown. Schultz in the 2-point conversion, and the Broncos grab an 8-0 advantage. So the Central Cass offense, we will introduce you to them coming up here a little bit later on. There's the approach. Line drive kick taken and dropped back at the 15-yard line on the return. Ellison has room at the 30, will to about the 34-yard line. Luke Dalazan in on the stop as Ellison dropped the ball, tried to make a line drive catch, but able to make amends, close to 20 yards on the return, and we'll see the Central Cass offense for the first time, as we'll see where they set that ball down. 34-yard line. Brendan Maggio back for a second year at quarterback for the Central Cass Squirrels, 6'3", 160-pound junior. The tailback is Owen Wiersma. The wide receivers, Logan Procknow, Will Ellison, and Jake Deutsch. Cade McKinnon, mostly a defensive player last year at tight end. The offensive line, Josh Dixon back at left tackle. 1st and 10, man comes in motion. Ellison from left to right. Wiersma, it's a reverse. Deutsch has got room. Deutsch, 35 at the numbers. Stutter step of the 40, 45. Shakes and shimmies close to midfield. Sowers brings him down just shy of the 50. Well, Jason Bilkey taking over the play calling duties, and razzle-v-dazzle there. 16 on the reverse and a first down for the Squirrels. Jordan Sowers in on the stop for the Broncos. That offensive line for the Squirrels is center. We'll see Cole Ferguson and Micah Van Hal at center. The guards are Dylan Sell and Tyler Crochet. Garrett Haugen and Josh Dixon the tackles. 1st and 10 from midfield. Wiersma, right side, cuts back at the right hash, upended at around the 45-yard line. At the point of attack, Caden Sweet coming up to upend Owen Wiersma, who will do a good chunk of the rushing duties. And that's one thing Central Cass, it doesn't have to be with this type of offense, it doesn't have to be a ground and pound type of offense, but it has to be, you have to be able to do enough to keep defenses honest, and really they didn't do that consistently last year. Pickup of 5 for Wiersma from the right hash at 2nd and 5 from the Broncos 45. Lisbon 8, Central Cass nothing. 2 receivers to the short side of the field, up towards the top of the screen. Inside handoff, Wiersma able to spin, churn his way to about the 41. He'll pick up 4. If you can do that 3 or 4 against this defense, again, you're giving up a lot of bodies up in front. And it will be 3rd and about a yard coming. Inside of 6 minutes to go, and Lisbon did what they did, churning away in the grounded pound offense. McKinnon tight end left. Deutsch wide to the left side. It's 3rd and a yard from the 41. A 3-receiver formation. 4-man front. Dalazan, I think that's Dalazan at linebacker. Wiersma shakes a tackle in the backfield. He'll have it up for a first down. They move the pile inside the 35 and push that pile to the 34-yard line. Second effort for another 2 to 3 yards and a Central Cass first down. To the 34-yard line, 7 on the run. Second on the drive for the Squirrels. Again, each team, Lisbon trying to get a win over a 2A opponent. The Squirrels, I think, trying to see where they stack. This is a very good early season test, and quite frankly, it might be the best early season test that they'll get before they get into East Region play. Maggio out of the pistol, 1st and 10 from the Bronco 34-yard line, split between the defensive tackles. Maggio a straight drop, has time, steps up in the pocket, and he is sacked. Slammed out of the 40-yard line, the sack to Granger Dick. 5'10", 200-pound senior as Granger Dick gets the sack on Maggio, back to the 40-yard line.
6-yard loss on the play.
That was at times a problem where Maggio didn't have the opportunity to get real comfortable in the pocket. That led to some sacks. It led to some hurried mistakes. And, again, sometimes turnovers and mistakes turned into catastrophic things, and that's where the young Squirrels team got into trouble. Play clock at 8 on 2nd and long from the Lisbon 40. Maggio to Sam Badger. Badger trying to get to the outside. He can't. Nicely done. One-on-one. Bowden Greenlee able to haul him down to the 43-yard line. Tried the quick hitter with the fullback Badger and brings up 3rd down and long coming here for Central Cass. So a loss of, let's say, 2 on that play to the 42. So we'll see how you look at this here. Do you try and get it all in one shot? You might be in 4-down territory here. 3:45 to go. If you can get, depending on what you get here on 3rd down, may decide what you decide to do on 4th. 3 receivers set. Slot right Ellison on 3rd and long from the Lisbon 42. Shotgun snap Maggio at midfield. Here comes pressure. Swings it left side. Underneath. Caught and dropped immediately on the catch. The tight end McKinnon. And Greenlee again one-on-one with Cade. Hauls him down. Short pickup underneath to the 41-yard line. A pickup of about a yard as McKinnon, who being really added to the offensive arsenal this year for the Squirrels, and it will be 4th down. They didn't get enough, so they'll play the field position game here right now. They pick up 2 first downs, but nothing more. 3 minutes to go here in the first. Sowers back at around his 10-yard line as it'll be Maggio in punt formation for Central Cass. And Brendan gets the kick away. We'll angle it towards the far side. Hits at the 5 and just into the end zone. 41 yards on the kick. 21 net, and Lisbon back to work. 2:42 to go here in the opening quarter. And an 8-0 Broncos advantage. It'll be at the 20, 1st and 10.
Broncos will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Boy, pleasant night. Temperatures even got last night over in Kindred where it got actually kind of, quite frankly, kind of cool there with that northwest wind, but it has turned and really been a pleasant day throughout. 72 degrees right now with a southeast wind at 5. That's good football weather. The Squirrels on an inside blitz. They nearly get to Sowers in the backfield, and Sowers gets free at the 30, and there he goes at the 40. It's a foot race down the far sideline. Jordan Sowers at the 30. At the 20, can McKinnon chase him down? He can't. 80 yards, touchdown Broncos. The Squirrels sent in, I believe it was Williams. Isaac Williams came in an inside blitz and had a chance, but could not wrap up and finish him off. And Sowers got free at around the 30, and it was a foot race. The first drive, they churned away. There came the big play there for 80 on one play and a 14-0 Broncos advantage. So Sowers, 133 yards already in the opening quarter. That one goes for 80 in a score. And again, I don't want to say gamble, but they took a chance on the inside blitz and nearly were able to get to him. But they weren't. They had a couple of opportunities to wrap up and didn't do so. And 80 yards later, it's a 14-0 lead. Direct snap. It is Sowers in for the 2-point conversion. The big play strikes for the red and gold here in the latter stages of the first quarter. Sowers for 80 yards, 2:28 to go here in the opening quarter. 16-0 Lisbon. We're back in just a moment.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions.
scoring drive goes one play, 80 yards in 14 seconds as Sowers. Squirrels had a chance to get him one behind the line of scrimmage and then early in the run, but he was able to get free and really showed the speed as he was able to get down the far side. At the numbers, 80 yards for the score. 2-point conversion. Sowers ran that in as well, and it's now 16-0. So the last thing the Squirrels wanted to do is have to try and play catch-up. But still plenty of time left in this one. Schultz has it teed up. The left-footed approach from the 40, and it'll be a dribbler on the field turf, and it is taken. Deutsch at the 21-yard line. Between the hashes to the 30 and around the 32-yard line. Jake Deutsch about 11 on the return, and Central Cass, the offense back to work, picked up 2 first downs on their opening march. You look at Class A in Region 1, Oaks and Lisbon looked at probably 1 and 2. You certainly can't sleep on the Thompson Tommies. And really after that for 4 is going to be interesting. Hatton Northwood, maybe a Sargent County. Might be in the mix for that 4th playoff spot. Out of the Oak Grove. It was a young team last year looking to improve. Northern Cass, an inexperienced squad as well. 1st and 10. Squirrels have it on the 32-yard line. 4-man front. Handoff Wiersma. Stutter steps, turns back to his right, finds a seam. 35, close to a first down across the 40 to the 41. Good patient running there by Wiersma. Schultz on the stop for the Broncos. Will be second at about a yard. Really good vision there as he basically took kind of a step or two inside and sprints his way for 9 to the 41. Will bring up second and short inside of 2 minutes to go as we have an official's timeout. As checking in the Squirrels offensive line, that is 59 Brandon Preston into the lineup. Bring up second and about a yard at the 41. Logan Prock now out of the game. He's wide to the right side. Slot right, Ellison. Deutsch wide to the left side. Tight end left and McKinnon. Maggio in the gun. Brendan back to throw. Fires underneath. Caught McKinnon. First down. Turns at the logo and across midfield to the Lisbon 47. First down, Central Cass. It's a good call there on 2nd and 1. Take the safe underneath route, and they use McKinnon. Little pitch and catch. First down to the 47-yard line. As McKinnon has his second catch. Cade a big target, 6'2", 210. And it's 1st and 10 of the 47. Play clock at 15. Inside of 90 seconds in the opening quarter. It's a 4-man front. They show a blitz on the inside. Wiersma 45 has some room. 40. Up the left hash and a first down across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Hole open to the left side of that Central Cass line. Greenlee on the stop for the Broncos. 13 and a first down. So the Squirrels, that running game has more than kept them honest. 38 yards for Owen Wiersma. They have run 4. Close to 50 yards here in the opening quarter. Actually 46. Play clock at 10. Slot left, Ellison to the near side. A 3-receiver set, a wing on the right side, and 1st and 10 from the 34. And a fumble. This exchange on the handoff, and Maggio able to scramble and fall on the carpet to pick that one up at the 38. It'll go as a loss of 4, kind of a team loss. If you got to credit somebody, I guess it would be the quarterback. It's a loss of 4. We're now to 40 seconds and rolling here in the opening quarter. About an 11-second difference between play clock and game clock here at the end of the quarter. Lisbon with a 16-0 advantage. 2nd and 14 from the 38-yard line. The Squirrels drive in as they got backed up into 2nd and 3rd and long in their opening series. Shotgun snap, Maggio sidesteps to his left, in trouble, fires left side, and is nearly intercepted. Oh, Colby Rasmussen will have nightmares of that one. That hit him right in the hands as he anticipated and tried to jump the route and could not come up with it. Incomplete. 3rd and long, 14.9 seconds left. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long. Badger checks out of the ball game. They might bring in either a wingback or an extra receiver here. Perhaps Wiersma's in the game. They'll go with the 3-receiver set with Ellison slot left. Deutsch wide to the right side. Procknell wide here to the near side. Lisbon corners will back off. They play really soft. Back to throw, and it's going to be flagged down by procedure against Central Cass. Figured 3rd and long. They started look like in press coverage and then decide to play at least a good 10, 12 yards off the ball. Procedure now against Central Cass. So they'll back it up to the 43. And we'll see what they do here. If you kind of take a look at the screen, they've got the basically one safety deep in Rasmussen. We'll see what they do. They've been able to get adequate pressure primarily from the front 4. Play clock down to 8. They've already used 1 timeout so far. Play clock down to 2 on 3rd and long. 3rd and 19 at the logo. Maggio swings it right side. Too tall for Deutsch and incomplete. Greenlee was ready to coil and strike, but the pass goes incomplete. 2 of 4 is Maggio so far, and a promising drive, as it did in their first series, halted in. They just got inside Broncos territory. The punt unit comes out with 7.5 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Maggio is back at punt formation around the 45. There's the snap. He gets the line drive kick away at the 20. Takes a bit of a Central Cass bounce and will finally settle down at the 15-yard line of the final play of quarter number 1. 28-yard punt, but Maggio does pin them back inside the 20. First quarter comes to a close, and Lisbon, very impressive opening drive and an 80-yard touchdown run of their second series from Sowers. Broncos 16, Squirrels nothing. We're back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The Titan Machinery Bowl.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
We'll switch sides for the second quarter. 16-0 Broncos. Some quickie stats in the first 12 minutes. First downs 4 for Central Cass. 3 for Lisbon, no turnovers. Penalties 1 for 5 yards for each team. Time of possession just under 8 minutes for Central Cass, 7 minutes 54 seconds compared to actually it's 6:54, beg your pardon, for the Squirrels, 5:06 for Lisbon. For a second I thought my Ransom County math failed me there. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line after the Maggio punt backed them up at the 15. Caden Sweet into the game as the tailback alongside. That is Schultz. Toss now Greenlee, and Greenlee, good pursuit. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Greenlee out of a counter as they brought him from the wing. Isaac Williams was one of a handful of Squirrels there. They had that play sniffed out, a loss of 6. Back to the 9-yard line. And that's what they need. I say that's what Central Cass, they really need something, a little shot in the arm defensively. And right now, try and play the field position battle if you can. Down 16-0. Schultz gets the play from head coach Joe Gernig. Mark Moss out of the sideline as well. Loss of 6, second down and 16. Broncos have not faced this too much tonight from the 9-yard line. Direct snap. Schultz across the 10. Moves the pile to about the 13. And again, it's really, I see, the opposition knows what they're going to do. It's just you've got two guys that have enough elusiveness and have enough power that you have to respect that. The big boys up front moving some bodies around as well. So the Broncos, for the first time tonight, facing 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 12 to 13. Receiver wide to the right side. Double wing. Schultz. A snap will go to Sowers. No, it won't. They give it on a counter to Greenlee.
Tackle made by number 7,
Isaac Williams out of the stop. It did not fall for the misdirection. Read their keys. Loss of 3.
3-yard.
And the Broncos will punt for the first time. So they were able to, did a good job of
4th and 15 for
situation here where they can perhaps flip the field. They should get excellent field position as Deutsch ready to receive the Schultz punt. He's about 3 yards into the end zone, into the red painted grass as you see. Kind of see, well, we'll get to that later on. Their student section's kind of set up in the end zone. Here comes pressure and a line drive kick. Gets it away. Deutsch, 39-yard line. Makes a man miss. Shakes and shimmies and nowhere to go. Dropped to the 38-yard line.
Jacob Deutsch on the punt return.
First defender back there for the Broncos missed, but Deutsch just couldn't find a lane, and a minimal return. 9:45 to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 of the Broncos, and here's a chance to, actually from the 39 looks like it'll be. A line drive kick, about a 30-yard punt, no return, or a very short return, but excellent field position. Squirrels going to try and take advantage, down 16-0. Prochnow wide left, slot to the right side, Ellison. And Deutsch wide to the right side with press coverage. Sweet on coverage here on the other side. Maggio will work in the gun. High snap, gathers it in. Brendan, broken play, will try and make something of it, and he is wrapped up, stood up and down. Jaden Schmidt, the first guy there for the Broncos, a loss of a yard to the 40. High snap, was able to gather it in, and I think Brendan didn't waste any time. You know, there's not much I can do. I've got to try to make the most of an unpleasant situation, and he was able to lose a yard on that. 2nd and 11 from the 40. They've got, as I mentioned, the student section over in the south end zone. So they've got the students there to kind of help social distance and kind of spread things out for some of the other fans, especially the visiting team fans, to use the bleachers. Handoff Wiersma is going to be wrapped up. Schmidt the first guy there again and got plenty of help. Lost to the 45. Schmidt there first. Caleb Olson helped to finish him off. Loss of 5. To the 45-yard line, it is 3rd and long. It's the first carry for minus yardage for Wiersma. 6 carries, 33 yards. And the Squirrels facing 3rd and long. And again, it's about this point on the field when they've gotten into Broncos territory that things have stalled on them. 3 receivers set, play clock at 11, 8:25 to go in the half. 16-0 Broncos facing 3rd and 16 from the Lisbon 45. Shotgun snap, Maggio has time, fires underneath. Caught, Ellison at the 40 near sideline. Brought down by Caden Sweet at the 38-yard line. A pickup of 7. Broncos really deciding that we're not going to get beat. We'll give you the underneath yards. Not 7 for Ellison there in his first catch. Well, last year at over 100 yards receiving in the matchup between these two teams. It'll be 4th and 9, and the Squirrels may go for it here. They were 2 of 6 on 3rd down last year against the Broncos. Ellison had 5 catches, 140 yards in that game down in Lisbon. Squirrels will go 4th and 9 from the Lisbon 38. High snap, gathered in Maggio. The 45 takes a hit down the right side. Prochnow's got it. Makes the catch inside the 10 and down to around the 5. It's 1st and goal. Maggio took a shot. He knew one was coming. As he finished in the follow-through. Sweet on coverage. Down to the 5, and it's 1st and goal, Central Cass.
1st and goal for the Squirrels at the
Maggio talked about he knew he was going to take a shot, and he stood in the pocket and delivered a strike down the far sideline, down to the 6. It'll be 32 on the pitch and catch that time. 1st and goal now at the 6-yard line. Inside of 8 to go here in the first half. 2 backs alongside Maggio in the gun. Sam Badger in the game to his left. Wiersma tries the left side in the backfield. There is Schmidt again. Jaden Schmidt through the inside gap. Never gave Wiersma a chance. Back in a loss of the 12. He has been extremely active. That's now 2 solo tackles and had a helper also on this drive.
2nd and goal coming up for the
It's a loss of 6 to Wiersma. And That will bring up, this is play number 6 on the drive coming for Central Cass. They have 2 timeouts left, trailing 16-0. Deutsch wide to the left, single coverage. And Prochnow in single coverage with Sweet on the near side of the field. Wiersma, stiff arm right side, and good pursuit by the Broncos. Stretch that play out well, maybe a yard to the 11.
Brought down by Colby Rasmussen.
Colby Rasmussen coming in from the secondary to bring him down. Short gain. Let's see where they set it down. It'll be back at the 12, so no gain.
3rd and goal.
And now with an offense that is spread out like Central Cass has, when the field gets shortened a little bit, some of the things you can do might get limited a little bit. 3rd and goal at the 12. 4 down territory here. 6.5 to play. This first half has sailed along. Broncos show it inside blitz. Here it comes. Back to throw Maggio. Fade route. Right side. Prochnow. End zone. Incomplete. And a flag is down. Contact as the ball arrived from Caden Sweet. And it looks to be pass interference, and it will be pass interference against the Broncos. So it will be half distance to the goal. She'll be half distance to the goal to the 6. And I'm trying to recall if it's an automatic first down. I don't know if it is. Neil Litton will tell us. So, and it will be, 3rd down. It's not an automatic first down. Half distance to the goal to the 6.
Squirrels will have it at the 6-yard line.
So 3rd and goal from the 12. You slice that in half, it becomes 3rd and goal from the 6. Drive started after Squirrels stopped Lisbon deep in their own territory. Trying to take advantage of the short field. 7th play of the drive coming on 3rd and goal from the 6. 4-man front, inside blitz. Here it comes again. Wiersma at the 5 and down to around the 3. They were able to run the inside gap around that blitzing linebacker. Owen Wiersma to about the 4 as they set that down at the 4-yard line.
What a 2-yard gain on the play.
Pickup of 2, and they converted on a 4th down earlier and will try and do so again. 6:16 and counting. 16-0 Broncos.
Squirrels from the 4-yard line.
So 4th and goal from the 4. Key play here in this one as the Squirrels try to churn their way back into this one. They kept that Bronco offense on the field defense on the field for a while. Just eye snap. Maggio has time. Scramble to his right. Flips it. End zone. It is incomplete at the goal line. Intended for Prochnow. Caden Sweet might have stuck a hand in there and jarred it free from Prochnow and incomplete.
Broncos will take over.
Lisbon comes up with a big stop inside the red zone.
They're at their own 4-yard line.
And the Squirrels turned aside with 5:53 to go in the first half. Here you can see that student section set up there in the south end zone. There's kind of some strategy to that. Again, we say you get the students and let them try to distance as much as they can. A lot of them masked up. A lot of the fans here in the bleachers as well. 1st and 10 Broncos. They'll have it 96 yards from the north end zone, the 4-yard line. Inside blitz coming from Williams, and he got a running start. And that'll be encroachment against Central Cass.
Penalty flag on the play.
Well, he wasn't hiding. Encroachment and 5 to the 9-yard line on the offside call. He's trying to time that snap count and sprint in one of the inside gaps, and it didn't quite work out according to plan there. 1st and 5 of the 9. 5:53 left. Lisbon all 3 timeouts remaining. Snap, and did it happen again? Well, or did the Broncos get drawn off? We shall see. I think they may get Central Cass for encroachment again, and they did. And they were trying to see if they could get the offensive line to move. It didn't work, so offsides. So a pair of encroachment calls, and the Broncos get 10 freebies and some breathing room to the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10 now. Most of the shadows, as you can see, have crept in. 1st and 10 for the 14. Direct snap, Sowers, and he is all down. There was Williams. Williams, and also On the stop for Central Cass, Jaden Bartz, but Williams really got the majority of the contact there. And that's the first time I think they've gotten Sowers behind the line of scrimmage. And the answer to that rhetorical question is yes. Loss of 2. It's senior night here at Central Cass. Rare you see that for the first game of the year, but you kind of wonder from week to week if we're going to have this during this time of COVID-19, so you might as well strike while the iron's hot. Second and long, back to throw Schultz. First pass of the game, and it is open and dropped by Avery Dick. Down the seam that time, and Dick tried to turn upfield as he did so. Lost the handle of the ball, incomplete. And that's where when Lisbon has thrown the ball and has some success the last couple of years, is that's where they get him. You're so focused on trying to, who's going to get the snap, Sowers or Schultz. You're so keyed up on trying to stop the run. And once in a while you forget that they can throw the football once in a while. The forward pass is still a thing. 3rd down and 12 from the 11. Snap, Schultz back inside the 5, has time. Deep down the right side for Simon's Fame, overthrown, double covered, and incomplete. Ellison back on coverage. Deutsch providing some assistance as well. It's the second 3 and out. Well, I shouldn't say that. They got a first down on the offside calls, but after that, Central Cass defense forced Lisbon into 2nd and long and then 3rd and long. It'll be 4th down.
How about that Squirrel defense?
5:04 to go in the half. So, punt unit will be coming. Back just inside the goal line is Schultz, gets the kick away. Boy, a nice kick. Deutsch takes a bit of a Squirrels bounce. It will roll right in front of the sideline and come to rest at the 49. That's a 40-yard punt, but a nice job. Didn't completely flip the field, but a pretty good kick. Squirrels got actually a pretty good punt rush that time around. Big thanks to the Central Cass Booster Club for making this broadcast possible. The 49, so Central Cass, again, great field position. They were stopped in the red zone in their last possession, 4:56 left, and the defense has stopped Lisbon now twice. They've got the field position battle in their favor, but you can have all the field position in the world if you don't get it to the painted grass, it doesn't matter. 1st and 10 will be 49-yard line. From the left hash, a 4-receiver set now. 4-man front for the Broncos. Again, a high snap. Maggio picks it up at the 40. Back to his 35, trying to get away. Spins away from one man and down to the 46-yard line. Like was finished off by Caden Sweet. I think Schultz slowed him down. Looked like Sweet was the one that finished him off. So that'll be a loss back to the 45, and we've seen that 2 high, actually now 3 high snaps. That was really the first one that Maggio did not cleanly handle. And a loss of 4 to the 45. He was trying to get away as he got chased out by Spencer Kelson. Instead of trying to throw it away, snap to Maggio. With this play will be stopped before it can proceed any further. It'll be a procedure against Central Cass. 4 penalties now, 20 yards against the Squirrels here in the first half. Really don't have, I think there was Carrington and Bishop Ryan, I believe, played today. Not a lot of Saturday games. So that's usually pretty rare. You see a few, few here and there in high school football in North Dakota, but not often until you get into the playoffs. Of course, the big one tonight out in Bismarck, televised by, I believe, ESPN2, Bismarck Century and Legacy out of the Community Bowl. Second and long from the 39. Maggio sets up a screen. Wiersma catches. Here's side of the numbers. Breaks a tackle and fights his way to the 46, close to the 47. So the screen for 8. Robert Adam on the stop for the Broncos. As Wiersma has his first catch. Maggio 5 of 8, 60 yards. Brings up 3rd and about 13. Line to gain is the 41 of the Broncos. Four-man front. We'll see if they send a linebacker in. Sowers now at middle linebacker, maybe him or Schmidt. Here comes Schmidt on the blitz. They'll send Sowers as well in a delayed blitz. Flob left side, batted up in the air, and incomplete. Simon's Fame batted it up in the air. Deutsch trying to find it and couldn't get to it, incomplete. They sent Schmidt first and then the delayed blitz from Sowers. And Maggio saw it coming and floated it down the left side. Incomplete, punt unit out. Sowers back at punt formation at his 20. Has Maggio to punt. Just a picture-perfect late summer night here for the season opener for these two teams. The Titan Machinery Bowl. High snap, and the kick. Towards the near side, fair catch called for, made by Sowers at the 25. 29-yard punt, and no return. Coverage brought to you by Giant Seed, by Three Lions in West Fargo, by Game Time. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Lisbon scored in their first two series, winning a 61-yard drive to start the ball game, finished off at a 12-yard run by Sowers to take a 8-0 advantage. And then Sowers, an 80-yard touchdown run in their second series to make it 16-0, and that's where we stand at this point. Heading to the south end zone, the Broncos, 1st and 10 to the 25-yard line. Now they'll switch things up. They'll overload to the left side. Handoff as they move the pile across the 30 to the 31, as I believe it was Sowers, and it was on the carry.
Sowers with the carry.
Talked about Sowers' success. It's Cade McKinnon on the stop. State champion wrestler. Broncos won the state wrestling title last year, individual and team. Pickup of 6. Inside of 3 minutes to go. Lisbon has all 3 timeouts left, trying to see if they can tack one on late. 16-0 Broncos. Simon's Fame wide to the right side. Single coverage out there. Looks like Ellison on coverage for the Squirrels. Shotgun snap Schultz. They'll throw it. Back to throw underneath. Caught. 35. First down. It is Greenlee the catch. Bowden Greenlee bounces off a tackler and gets out to the 44. That's 13. And a first down.
Tackled by Adam Rhoden.
Adam Rhoden, senior safety, on the stop of the first down. 5th first down now for the Broncos.
1st and 10 Broncos on their own 44-yard line.
44-yard line. We'll start up the clock here. 2:23 to go. 1st and 10 of the 44-yard line. It's direct snap. Sowers. Play stretch out to the near side of the numbers. Avoids one tackler and falls forward as
Jordan Sowers with the carry.
Bart's a chance to get him behind the line. Try to cut him down low, and
Adam Rhoden
with the tackle in front of the Squirrels sideline at the 45. A pickup of a yard for Sowers. 10 carries, 138 yards for Jordan Sowers. 80 came on that touchdown sprint inside of 2 minutes to play. And they're in a pretty good situation here, aren't the Broncos up 16-0. But boy, you could really kind of break the will and the spirit of the Squirrels if you punch one in before the half. Schultz has time, looks underneath, caught. As on the catch, it is, I believe, Avery Dick, the tight end. No, make it Colby Rasmussen on the catch. Just across midfield to the 49, and the Broncos will take their first timeout. So catch and run, 6 yards to Colby Rasmussen. As Rasmussen, his first catch of the night, timeout on the field. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 when we come back. 1:31 to go before the half. 16-0 Broncos. We're back in just a moment.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Colby Rasmussen, 7 catches last year for the Broncos. 7 catches, 151 yards, and a touchdown. That touchdown came against Sargent County. Lisbon taking their first time out, a minute 31 to play here in the first half. Brad Anderson with you. Mike Mason pushing the buttons and handling all the hard work. It is 3rd and 3 here at the 49-yard line for the Broncos. It is 16-0. Glad you're with us on this Saturday night. You weren't able to be here. Glad that you've made us a part of your Saturday evening. 3rd and 3 from the 49. Greenlee in motion. Schultz, first down and more. 45 and brought down inside the numbers of the 40 is Hunter Schultz for 9. First down Broncos. Preston on the stop. 6 first down for the Broncos, 1st and 10 of the 40-yard line. Rhoden checks in to the central cast lineup for Frosty Wisniewski in the secondary. Schultz on first down. Plenty of time. Now being chased and able to get rid of it, incomplete. Pocket closed in a hurry, and it's going to be a flag for grounding. Pass did not get to the line of scrimmage. He did not get outside of the tackle box.
Flag down on the play.
So it should be an intentional grounding, and Neil Litton, it'll be Garrett Haugen was the one that got to Schultz first, so intentional grounding. So it'll be a loss of down to go with the loss of yardage.
A loss of down plus the loss on the play.
So it's 5 yards from where the play ended, so to speak. So the penalty
brings up 2nd and 20.
Ends up being
25 for the Broncos.
A 15-yard loss from scrimmage. So where the ball was thrown with a 48, and they backed it up 5 more from there. Actually, about around the 49, if that was the case. Second, let's call it 25 now at the 45. Greenlee in motion, low snap dug out of the ankles by Schultz. Cross midfield, and finally brought down Rhoden with the tackle inside the 40, down to back the 37-yard line. So they got a good chunk of it back. 18 on that run. So 6 carries, 40 yards. Lisbon has run for 172 yards by our numbers. So quickly up to the line. Quick huddle, no huddle offense on 3rd down. Schultz right side again, 35. They do finish him off on first contact. Shy of the marker, looked like Badger. And it was Sam Badger into the tackle to around the 34-yard line. They get 3. Lisbon still has 2 timeouts left inside of a minute. They're not in a huge hurry. They'll hustle in Anthony Houle in as an extra lineman for the Squirrels on 4th down and 4 from the 34-yard line. Inside of a minute to go here in the first half. 16-0 Broncos. Play clock is at 14. And now they'll start Greenlee in motion, right side. Sowers, first down and more. Down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, and knocked out of bounds. Deutsch knocks him out in the red zone down to the 14-yard line. They run that right side again. They've had some success on this drive. Following the right side of that big Lisbon offensive line, there's 20, and they convert on 4th down. 21.7 seconds to go. This drive started. Looking back at it, they started on the, look back on it, I believe it was the 20-yard line, if memory serves. 1st and 10 now from the 14. 21.7 seconds to go. I started with 3:20 to go. 2 timeouts left for the Broncos. Play clock is down to 1. They get the snap off. Schultz being pressured. Fires across his body. It is intercepted. Picked off by Rhoden at the 5.
Pass intercepted by
Adam Rhoden with the pick as they turn the Broncos away in the red zone to the first turnover of the night. Rhoden with the pick. Schultz trying to fire that across his body, looked like off his back foot. Rhoden with the pick. 15.2 seconds left, and the Squirrels defense has tightened up as we've gone along. And from the 4, I'd imagine they'll probably take a knee and gear up to start the second half. So the Squirrels defense, after a slow start, has tightened up as it will be Maggio to take a knee. As we are at 10 seconds, and that will be the end of the first half. So Lisbon scoring on their first 2 drives. Central Cast's defense tightens up, but the Lisbon defense has gotten it done when they've needed to as well. One half of the books here from Farmers Union Insurance Field in Castleton. At the half, Lisbon 16, Central Cass nothing. First half numbers coming up after this timeout.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, boys.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
All right, boys. Phones off. Here we go.
You taped it. Thank you, boys. This one was 18, didn't it?
Koto Koko.
Shem, boys, drink your milkshake.
Sorry, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we will honor the senior class 2020-2021 senior football players and their parents at this time. First off, Sam Badger, son of Kim Badger.
Halftime
and
as
Corey Badger.
you hear a little bit of PA announcer Mark Robinson as they are doing the senior night right now. Here with this opening game of the year is 4 home games for the Squirrels. This one tonight, September 18th against Watford City. Homecoming on September 25th versus Devils Lake, and then October 9th against Hillsborough Central Valley. There you see Sam Badger right there. 16-0 here at halftime. Broncos scored in their first 2 possessions. As we take a look, as we total up some of the stats here in the first half of play. And it's just totaling up those numbers right now.
Son of Nathan and Sarah Bartz. Jaden has been in football for 4 years.
Continue with more of the senior night introductions as well. There you see Jaden Bartz for Central Cass. 16-0 your score is as Lisbon took the opening drive and went 61 yards and scored. Jordan Sowers has both the touchdown runs on the night here for the Lisbon Broncos. Taking a look at some of the other numbers. First downs, 7 for Lisbon, 6 for the Squirrels. Penalties.
For 4 years. While in high school, he has been involved in football, basketball,
it's a total
track and field,
of 3
FCA,
penalties and 16 yards for the Broncos. 1 on a legal shift, 1 on intentional grounding, and then a pass interference call, half distance to the goal line. 3 penalties, 16 yards for the Broncos.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Breidenbach.
And then 4 penalties, 20 yards for Central Cass. 2 procedure calls and 2 offside penalties in the first half of play as well. Time of possession, pretty close to even. 11 minutes, 23 seconds for the Broncos compared to 12:37 for Central Cass. Squirrels held the ball for just under 7 minutes in the opening quarter. 5:43 in the second. There you see Josh Dixon and his parents, Christy and Jeff. Josh Dixon's been a big part of the Squirrel football program. Well, he's been a key contributor really since his freshman and sophomore years. Take a look at the scoring drives. Lisbon scored on their opening drive, went 10 plays, 61 yards in 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Finished off by a Jordan Sowers 12-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion was good. Schultz ran in the conversion with 7:08 to go in the first half. It was a 8-0 Broncos lead. Squirrels picked up a couple of first downs. As there you see more of the seniors. That's Cole Ferguson. Aiden Olsen Tinglestead will be next. Drive stalled in Squirrels territory. Punt into the end zone for the 20, and then an 80-yard touchdown run by Jordan Sowers. Squirrels had a chance to wrap him up in the backfield, and then he was able to get free down the left side. 80-yard touchdown run for the score came with 2:28 to go in the
Logan Brocknow.
in the first half. 2-point conversion made it 16-0, and those are scoring so far here in the first half of play. So penalties, 3 for 16 for the Broncos, 4 penalties, 20 yards for the Squirrels, 1 turnover, and a key one with the Broncos driving in the red zone. An interception by Adam Rhoden, intercepting Schultz inside the 5-yard line. That's the only turnover of the game to this point. As there you see Logan Prochnow, one of the other seniors being introduced right now.
Logan Prochnow.
Logan Prochnow. We'll get to the individual numbers here in just a moment.
Son of Marty and Sarah Kwong. Caden has been in football for 2 years.
And you see Caden Kwong
he has been involved in
banged
football,
up right now with left knee injury.
Caden's plans after school are to attend NDSU. Ladies and gentlemen, number
Senior
32,
Caden Kwong.
Caden Kwong.
And one more senior, Adam Rhoden. We mentioned earlier, big play in that interception
Rhoden,
right before the
Tom
half.
Jill Rhoden. Adam has
See
been in
Adam,
football
his
for
folks
4 years,
Tom and Jill
while
will
in high
be coming
school
out
he's been
here
involved in
in just a
football,
moment.
Basketball, baseball, FCA, FFA.
Tom doing double duties on the chain gang tonight.
Adam's plans after high school are to attend NDSU for Ag Systems Management or Precision Agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, number 2, Adam Rhoden.
See Adam Rhoden. I think that's all the seniors for Central Cass. 1, 2,
Student
3.
managers Wesley Anderson,
We've got
Gary and
9
Stephanie
senior
Anderson,
players,
has
plus
been
the student
football
managers as
manager
well.
For 1 year, while in high school he's been involved in track and field and trap shooting. Wes's plans after high school are to attend a trade school to become an electrician. Ladies and gentlemen, Wesley Anderson. And Jordan Larson, son of Todd and Kathy Rodemacher, has been in football or a football manager for 2 years. While in high school, he's been involved in basketball, baseball, and FFA. Jordan's plans after high school are to attend NDSCS for agronomy. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Larson. Let's hear it once again for the parents and seniors. The senior class.
Night
2021 football.
Represented here at halftime as we will we'll take a quick break. You see and get a look at all the seniors as they are honored and recognized along with their families here at halftime. We will take a quick break, come back with more of our halftime report as we'll take a look at the individual numbers coming up next. 16-0 Broncos. We'll be back with more coming up in just a moment.
Do you need a sales sign for your store? Maybe displays to light up your booth at trade shows? Or perhaps you are looking for something personal to make birthday of that special someone extra special? No matter what your need is, at Banner Buzz, we have got you covered. This is how it works. Choose from thousands of display products, customize your sizes, or pick from our standard options. For the design, you can create it using our user-friendly design tools, upload your own artwork, or ask our experienced designers to design it for you for free. Place your order using your credit card, and get it delivered right to your doorsteps right on time. Yes, it's that easy. What's more, our amazing customer happiness advisors are always available to answer any query or concern. So what are you waiting for? Have promotional or decoration plans? Make it visible only with Banner Buzz. To know more and get started, visit bannerbuzz.com today.
Broncos lead 16-0 here at halftime. You see a look at Farmers Unit Insurance Field here in Castleton as we get to the individual numbers right now. Passing numbers first off for Central Cass. Brendan Maggio, 5 of 9, 60 yards in the first half. He hit 4 different receivers. Cade McKinnon leads the way, 2 receptions in 13 yards, catches of 1 and 12 yards. Will Ellison 1 reception, 7 yards. Owen Wiersma, 1 catch for 8 yards in the first half. And big play, 32-yard connection to Logan Prochnow. That set up the Squirrels' first and goal inside the 10. They were stopped inside the 10 on a 4th down attempt as pass broken up by Sweet at the goal line. That came early in the second quarter. So 60 yards passing 4 different players with at least 1 reception for Central Cass. The Broncos, Schultz is 2 of 5 passing for 19 yards, 1 catch, 13 yards to Bowden Greenlee, and then 1 catch and 6 yards to Colby Rasmussen. So 19 passing yards for the Broncos. On the ground, they ran for just a hair under 200 of the first half. Jordan Sowers, 11 carries, 158 yards, and a pair of touchdowns, a 12-yard run on their first drive, and then that 80-yard sprint on their second series. As he ends up with 11 carries, 158 yards, runs of 80, 12, 14, and 20 in the first half. Just had 1 carry for minus yards. Quarterback Hunter Schultz, 7 carries, 43 yards, a long run of 18. Bowden Greenlee, 3 carries in minus 6 yards in the first half. So the Broncos run, by my numbers, 21 times for 195 yards. So that's about 7.5 yards a pop in the first half of play. 214 yards of total offense. Meantime, on the Central Cass side of the ball, they total it up here for 27 yards. That does include sacks and losses for yards against quarterback Maggio. Owen Wiersma, 9 carries, 29 yards in the first half, including a long run of 13. 1 carry, 16 yards, Jake Deutsch on an end around on the first play of the game. 1 for 16 for Deutsch. Sam Badger, 1 carry, minus 2 yards, and then Brendan Maggio, 5 carries, minus 16 yards. Sacked a couple of times, one as a result of a bad snap. Granger Dick got to him with a sack on the first offensive series for the Squirrels as well. 5 carries, minus 16 yards for Maggio, including a mishandled snap. Central Cass put it on the turf once and recovered that said fumble. 27 yards on the ground for the Squirrels on 16 carries in the first half. The Bronco defense holding the Squirrels to, let's get to those numbers one more time, 87 yards of total offense in the first half. The Squirrels will get the second half kickoff coming up here in a matter of moments, in just a couple of moments. The look at the schedule right now coming up. The Squirrels will be on the road next week at Stanley. That is a 5 o'clock kickoff next Friday, and it's in Partial. Okay, that's going to play that in Partial, so apparently Stanley Field must not be playable or something. Those two schools were supposed to play here last year at Farmers Union Insurance Field, but Stanley, about a week or so into practice, decided to pull the plug on the 2019 season due to lack of numbers, so it ended up being a forfeit win for Central Cass. So they'll play in Partial 5 o'clock next Friday. The Broncos will play at Oak Grove against the Grovers coming up Friday night. Their first home game will be on the 11th. They will host Northern Cass, and that will be their second region game. As with 8 region teams in Region 1, you have your 7 region games you have to play, and then if you want to play 1 game or 2 games outside of that in non-region play, you can play up to 9 regular season games. 16-0. Combination of Sowers and Schultz combining for about 200 yards on the ground for the Broncos, and that's been the difference. The Bronco defense has bent but not broken the first half. Central Cass tightened up defensively after a slow start as well. 16-0, second half just around the corner. We'll be back in just a moment.
Do you need a sales sign for your store? Maybe displays to light up your booth at trade shows? Or perhaps you are looking for something personal to make birthday of that special someone extra special? No matter what your need is, at Banner Buzz, we have got you covered. This is how it works. Choose from thousands of display products, customize your sizes, or pick from our standard options. For the design, you can create it using our user-friendly design tools, upload your own artwork, or ask our experienced designers to design it for you for free. Place your order using your credit card, and get it delivered right to your doorsteps right on time. Yes, it's that easy. What's more, Our amazing customer happiness advisors are always available to answer any query or concern. So what are you waiting for? Have promotional or decoration plans? Make it visible only with Banner Buzz. To know more and get started, visit bannerbuzz.com today.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Well, ready for the second half. Central Cass will get the second half kickoff and had some success at time moving the football team, but once they crossed the 50, weren't able to get into a roadblock, penalty, maybe a sack. Lisbon's defense tightening up on the run a little bit. Just kind of some little things here and there, and to their credit, they responded well. Tommy Butler, as we talked about in the outset in the pregame, saying, you know what, if things don't go right, how do we respond? They've responded fairly well. Short kick taken, bobbled. Wiersma gathers it in, 22-yard line, return to the 25 to the 30. Up the right hash, 35 to the 40. A nice return, close to 20 on the return to the 41-yard line. So Owen Wiersma finally handling that kickoff after it bounced on the turf a time or two to the 41. So Central Cass drives in the first half, started to their own 34. Their own 32, the Lisbon 39, the Squirrels 49, the Central Cass 4. That was after the Rhoden interception and took a knee to end the first half. They'll split out McKinnon. They'll move him wide out to the left on 1st and 10. The right hash of the 41-yard line. Four-man front, Maggio. Wiersma up the middle, has some room, 45, and brought down by Rasmussen, but able to fall forward after first contact. Cole open up the middle on the delayed handoff. And 8 on first down, second and short. Owen Wiersma, 10 carries, 37 yards, a long of 13 in the first half. And the Squirrels will have second and short, so we'll see what they use here on second and short. They maybe go to the air and try something underneath. They'll line up McKinnon, has more kind of a wing back or H-back on 2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line. Maggio back to throw. Here comes pressure, in trouble, and a sack back at the 38-yard line. That might have been a coverage sack. Nothing open downfield. A host of Broncos there. Josh Shearer for one. Caleb Olson also may get a piece of that sack as well. Back to the 37. So all of a sudden, second and short becomes third and long in a flash, and a loss of 12. Shearer and Olson, I believe, will share on that sack. A loss of 12, and all of a sudden, Central Cass has third and about 15. Line to gain the 49, third and call at 14 from the 37. Inside blitz, it's picked up. Screen pass caught by McKinnon, and he is hit in the backfield. Finished off nicely by Robert Adam. McKinnon trying to release on that little swing pass. Third catch for McKinnon, and that is a loss to the 34-yard line. And that will be a loss of 3 and 3 and out for the Central Cass offense. They certainly have added some different wrinkles, but kind of some of the things that waylaid them last year. Penalty here, a mistake here, a bad snap here. Have reared their ugly head at times. Punt, Sowers thought about fielding that, decided to let it go, and it takes a couple of bounces and out of bounds at the 28. 28-yard line, that punt goes. 38 yards, no return. 9:52 to go. So it'll be 1st and 10. The 28-yard line. So the Lisbon offense, the defense comes up with a solid stop, and I don't know if their defense got enough credit for the job they did last year. We talked about Schultz and Sowers and that running attack, but it was a fairly good defense and really did a pretty good job. And just could not slow down Langdon to the semifinals, but nobody else could either. Here's a fumble, loose ball. Schultz is stripped, and the Squirrels have come up with a recovery.
Recovered by number 8,
Cade McKinnon comes up with a recovery as Schultz stripped to the ball. The second Lisbon turnover of the night. Didn't see who forced it. Recovered at the 31-yard line.
They're in the Broncos, in the Bronco territory.
Well, the Squirrels defense has tightened the screws up from the second quarter on. They force a turnover and now have a chance to try and strike with 9:45 to go. This one in range. A 16-0 advantage. 1st and 10 now. Squirrels have it from the Lisbon 31 with a quick change of possession. Brendan Maggio in the gun. They'll show the inside blitz, and they timed it beautifully. Schmidt again wraps up Weersma in the backfield. If you don't have a blocking back out there, it's got to be the responsibility either center or one of the guards to try and at least not exactly take him out, but at least slow him down. That time he had a free path to Weersma, lost back to the 35-yard line, and Schmidt has had a ton of success on that inside blitz. Loss of 4, 2nd and long. From the Lisbon 35, 4-man front. They'll rush the base 4. Maggio looks left, fires left, caught. Prochnow turns at the hash 25, escapes a tackler and down to the 24-yard line. Jaden Schmidt on the stop for the Broncos. So Prochnow, some yards after contact. Jaden Schmidt on the tackle. They get 11 back to the, what John Madden used to call it, yak. Yards after contact. And he got a couple more there. Brings up 3rd and about 3 at the 24-yard line.
3rd and along with 3 coming up for Central
Line to gain the 21. 8.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to take advantage of a Bronco fumble recovered by Cade McKinnon. They'll bring in Sam Badger as a fullback on 3rd and 4 from the 24. Out of the pistol, Maggio. Weersma. Stretch play. And Sweet able to slow him down. And finished off by a couple of other Broncos. Robert Adam, one of them at the 27. Tried to go outside that time, but it's hard to run inside with those solid inside backers and that run blitz, but you got very good outside linebackers. Sweet stayed at home that time. A loss of 3. 4th down coming here for Central Cass. And 4-down territory inside of 8 minutes to play. 7:50 left, and Central Cass will take a timeout. And well, it was an official's timeout. Sowers he had to tie a shoe, so that was the issue. Squirrels are now ready on 4th and 6 from the Lisbon 27. Snap, perfect snap. Pat fired underneath, and Prochnow the catch settles down to the 20. It should be enough for a 1st down. It looks like it will be as he kind of settled in underneath at the right hash of the 20, and that'll be a 1st down. Prochnow, second catch here of the half. And he now has 3 catches for 50 yards.
Bronco 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the Lisbon 20. They convert on 4th down for the 2nd time tonight. Both times it's been the combo of Maggio to Prochnow. 1st and 10 from the 20. Maggio, shovel pass, right side, far side. It is caught down the far sideline. Weersma and knocked out of bounds shy of the 1st down along the far sideline. Lisbon end of the field.
Maggio gets the ball to Weersma.
I kind of might have bobbled it for just an instant, but able to just kind of shot put that one along the sideline to Weersma. Jaden Schmidt on the stop for the Broncos. Was there a flag down? Yes, and it is against Central Cass. I believe an illegal block was the call against Central Cass. So instead of, and it will be 10 from the spot of the foul and back to the 30-yard line. So instead of 2nd and short, or maybe it would have been 1st and goal. Didn't see the official signal where the ball was set down. It doesn't matter anyway. It's going to be 1st down at 20 now from the 30. So again, you feel like you go a step forward, you end up going a step and a half back. So they'll try to recover and face 1st and 20 here from the 30. 4-man front. See if they try that inside blitz. They do. And a flag is down. Procedure against Central Cass.
Illegal procedure penalty on the Squirrels.
They're heading the wrong way. The Squirrels. That'll back it up 5 to the 35. We'll bring up 1st and 25 with 7:33 to play. In the third quarter, 16-0 Broncos.
1st and 25 coming up for Central Cass.
I think people looking into this game, we might kind of thinking points-wise, Central Cass would probably need into the 20s to win this thing. Well, we're through about 2.5 quarters and 16-0 at this point. Out of the gun on 1st and long. Wiersma. Stretch play left side. Makes one man miss. There's a second guy there. Simon's Fame able to step up. And a loss of a yard to the 36-yard line.
Tackle by Simon's Fame.
That's one thing that the Broncos, there's not been many missed tackles the entire night. If they do miss one guy, there seems to be one, if not an additional guy there to clean things up.
Coming up for the Squirrels.
So it'll bring up 2nd down to about a media at the 36-yard line with 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lisbon just one offensive play. Forced fumble off from Schultz, recovered by McKinnon. Maggio back to throw. Fires off his back foot underneath. Caught. Procknell. He's kind of looking for room. He's kind of looking around. There was not a defender in sight. Trying to find a lane to take off downfield as he turned around the numbers. And they get 9 back to the 27-yard line.
What a 9-yard gain on the play.
They get 9 as Procknell, 3rd catch on this drive. 4 on the game. It'll bring up 3rd down and 17. So they took one bite out of the elephant there. Now we'll have 3rd and long at the 27, 3rd and 17. Ellison slot left, Procknell wide left, Jake Deutsch to the right. They'll show blitz on the outside. Here comes Sowers on an outside blitz, stepping up in the pocket. Maggio, and he is sacked back at around the 30. Josh Shear again. I think he saw out of the corner of his eye Sowers coming. And Maggio's feet got a little nervous, tried to step up in the pocket, and Shear slams him down for a sack back at the 31. So it's a sack and a loss of 4.
On the play, 4th and 22 coming up for Central Cass.
Shearer, who shared in a sack earlier in the quarter. And I think Shearer is the one that's down for the Broncos. Looks like Troy Jorgensen will check in defensively. It'll be 4th and about 21 coming here for the Squirrels. And a timeout with the injury as Shearer up to his feet right now. And they'll turn that into a break. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter. 16-0 Broncos. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
4th and 21 coming for Central Cass at the 31-yard line. 5:35 third quarter. Lisbon, two first quarter touchdowns have held up. 16-0 Broncos. 3 receivers set. Badger to the left of Brendan Maggio, the junior quarterback in the gun. Maggio back to throw at his 40. He'll fire right side for Ellison. Too tall and incomplete with Greenlee on coverage. We have not seen much of the deep ball tonight, just the one they hit on to Procknell in the second quarter. Had to air it out that time, and Lisbon knew it. They really sat back and really left 6 to 7 back in coverage. The Lisbon defense makes the stops when they need to. They stop the Squirrels on downs. 5:29 to play, and Lisbon will have some breathing room to work with. Just one offensive play that led to a fumble. One offensive play in 6.5 minutes. So Central Cass has won the time of possession battle, but has not necessarily led to points. No, it hasn't. 1st and 10 at the 31. Tight formation this time for the Broncos. They'll go strong side left. Schultz left side falls forward to the 36.
Schultz, the ball
tripped
carrier.
up on his way there. Pick up a 5.
Brought down by Jaden Bartz.
Jaden Bartz on the stop for Central Cass. Schultz 9 carries 50
A
yards.
5-yard gain on the play.
A long of 18.
2nd and 5.
And now,
for the Broncos.
Central Cass, how many times can they go back to the well? Again, they're giving up a lot of size. But how many times can you continue to make stops against this Lisbon offense? Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5 of the 36. 6 up in the box. Bartz, McKinnon, the defensive end. He's not in the three-point stance. Sowers has some room. 45, near side 50, and forced out in Squirrels territory at the 46. 18 for Sowers. Ellison, the first guy there. Help from Rhoden. First down, Broncos, their 8th here on the night. That's where they get you. They did a better job at Central Cass stopping them or slowing them down on first down, forcing them into some 2nd and 3rd and long situations. But if they start getting 5 or 6 on first down, forget it. 1st and 10 of the 46. Snap bounces to Sowers, picks it up, didn't have to break stride. Stiff arm on Rhoden at the 40. Far sideline 35 into the 31-yard line. The bad snap didn't disrupt things at all. He scooped that up like a middle infielder, and a stiff arm to push aside Adam Rhoden for 15 yards. First down, Broncos. That was a textbook-like stiff arm there. This game one of these and set him aside. 1st and 10 of the 31. We approach 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes right now here in the 3rd. Man in motion, Greenlee. Left side, stumbling but staying on his feet. Sowers, 25 to the 20 and forced out. It'll be another first down for the Broncos.
Jordan Sowers, the ball carrier.
Out of bounds at the 20.
Isaac Williams.
Isaac Williams into the stop. Now you're starting to see on this drive, Sowers runs of 18, 15, and 11.
1st and 10 for Lisbon. They're at the Squirrels.
Some mighty big chunks of yardage. 1st and 10 of the 20. Clock stop at 3:50 to go in the 3rd. 16-0 in favor of the Broncos. Knocking to the door, around the edge of the red zone. Inside blitz by the Squirrels. Schultz, left side. Down the sideline and forced out at around the 13, maybe the 12. We'll see where that ball is set down. 8. Bartz forces him out for Central Cass.
But an 8-yard gain on the play for the Broncos.
Boy, and those runs and those yards are starting to come in large chunks. 6th play of the drive coming by our numbers. 3:39 to play after Squirrels gave it up on downs in the 31. 2nd down, call it 2 from the left hash of the 12. See if they go back to the left side. Squirrels showing an inside blitz. That's picked up. Sowers left side, first down and more to the end zone. Touchdown. They picked up the inside blitz. And Sowers able to go left for his 3rd touchdown of the night. He's up over 200 yards. This one goes for 12 yards and a Lisbon touchdown. That was pretty textbook there. 69 yards in just under 2 minutes. 1:55, and that kind of has the feel that could be a backbreaker. Still a little over a quarter to go, but that has that feel if you're a Squirrels fan. 22-0, 2-point conversion coming. Here's Schultz, left side, and in for the 2-point conversion. Schultz has his 2nd conversion of the night. As the Broncos go 69 yards, just under 2 minutes. 3:34 to go in the 3rd. Broncos 24, Squirrels nothing. We're back in just a moment.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Six-play, 69-yard drive, and shocking no one, Schultz and Sowers had all those yards. Sowers on that drive had 18, 15, 11, and 12 yards. That would be 56 yards on 4 carries. The final 12 for the touchdown. Schultz runs in the 2-point conversion, 24-0 Broncos. As the kickoff coming from the 40. It'll be Schultz tee it up at the 40-yard line as a couple of men back deep for Central Cass. Wiersma for one. Line drive kick towards the near side, bouncing at the 20. It'll stay in play and picked up near sideline. Ellison and Will out to the 25-yard line. So a return of about 7 yards. And
brought down by Jaden Schmidt.
Jaden Schmidt on the stop. And boy, he has been active, especially defensively. A couple of tackles for losses. Some great work on special teams as well. 3:31 to go in the third now, 24-0. And that last drive really felt like a backbreaker. That was Lisbon, after getting that defensive stop, picking things up after the turnover, and they responded and pretty much did whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted on that last possession. 4 wide on first down, trips to the right side. Wiersma trying to get around the corner. Stutter steps, turns back at the numbers, and nice patient run out of the edge for a pickup of 5. To the 30. There's Schmidt again on the stop for the Broncos.
What a 5-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up for Central.
Second and 5 now at the just shy of the 30. Maggio's thrown for 84 yards. Wiersma 12 carries, 29 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 just shy of the 30. Trips left, single receiver to the right. Broncos. They will rush just the base 4. Maggio back to throw underneath. Deutsch, 35, outside of the 40. To the numbers, and a first down to the 43-yard line. So they ran just the base, or they rushed just the base 4, and kind of left things really unoccupied over the middle. As Deutsch catch and run for 13 and a first down. For Deutsch, that's his first catch of the night. He had a reverse good for a first down on the opening offensive play of the game for Central Cass. First down, Squirrels now at the 42, 2:28 counting here in the third. Trips to the left side, single receiver right. And Maggio in the gun. Wiersma chased in the backfield. Good pursuit for the Broncos, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they just very quick off the ball. Granger Dick able to chase him down. No gain on the run there. But as soon as he got that handoff, there was at least 3, if not a 4th, white shirt surrounding Wiersma. Just no running lanes to go at all. 2nd and 10, inside of 2 minutes to go in the third. This will be play number 4 on this possession for Central Cass. The one safety deep in Rasmussen. The play is pretty loose coverage and a 4-man rush. Maggio, Deutsch underneath, it popped immediately by Sowers. Will they say a completed pass on that one? Yes. Ball came out as he hit the ground, but Sowers teed him up and knocked it out of the 46. Guess he hung on to it. Yeah, it was a catch. Had to wait and see there for a minute if he had full possession or not. Pickup of 4, second catch for Deutsch on this drive. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6 from the 46-yard line. Play clock at 15 as we approach a minute to go in the third. And you see Schmidt now backs up. We'll see if they do send the blitz. Now they'll rush 4, 7 in coverage. Maggio flushed out to his right, in trouble, and down he goes again to the 44-yard line. Troy Jorgensen on the sack for Lisbon. When you can get that kind of pressure just from your base 4, you don't have to send a linebacker in a blitz, or your defense can just sit back 6, 7 in pass coverage like that. It's a loss of a yard. Give Jorgensen the sack. A loss of a yard. It's to the quarterback for the first time tonight, Troy Jorgensen, 5'6", 220-pound senior. 4th and 7 About a 10-second difference between the play clock and game clock here at the end of the third. And the Squirrels show that looks like they're going to go. 4th and 7. Maggio on the 37. Steps into one. Caught. First down. Prochnow the catch. Logan Prochnow the catch to the 44. First down.
Logan Prochnow.
So Prochnow the grab. They again convert on 4th down. That's 3 successful 4th down conversions. That's an 11-yard pickup. First down, what could be the final play of this third quarter, and that will end the third. Lisbon survives an early turnover, adds to their lead. And Jordan Sauer's third touchdown of the night after 3 from Farmers Unit Insurance Field here at Central Cass School in Castleton. It's now Lisbon 24, Central Cass nothing. We're back after this timeout.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
24-0 after 3 here at Farmers Unit Insurance Field. Get ready to start the fourth quarter. Central Cass really controlled the ball for a good chunk of that third stanza, just totaling up the time of possession, 9 minutes, 58 seconds. So Lisbon fumbled on their first play from scrimmage in the third, and then kept it at just under 2 minutes on their scoring drive in the third. First downs each team with 3. 10 for the Broncos, 9 for Central Cass. 1 turnover, fumble recovered by Cade McKinnon early in the third. Penalties. 2 penalties, 15 yards in the quarter for Central Cass. Now 6 for 35, none for the Broncos in the third. Jordan Sauers now at 15 carries, 214 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns on the evening. Heading to the south end zone of the Squirrels. It is 1st and 10 after that 4th down conversion of the catch to Prochnow from the 44 of the Broncos. Out of the gun, Maggio from the 47. Fires, wobbler left side. It is wobbled, and McKinnon unable to come up with it inside the 20. Colby Rasmussen might have got a fingertip or two on that one, as McKinnon tried to grab that turn up field and couldn't come up with it.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Just missed. There is a bit of a breeze, but that one kind of wobbled in the air from Maggio that time. The breeze, I believe it is kind of a south wind. Let's check at 72. It's kind of a southeast wind at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. 2nd and 10 from the 44. This is play number 6 of the drive. Maggio, here comes pressure. Swing pass right side. Wearsman at the 40, near side 35, and a first down. Sauers brings him down in front of the Central Cass sideline at the 32. 12 and a first down.
26, Owen Wearsma. Tackled by Jordan Sauers.
Sauers on the stop. First down.
Catch and catch is a Squirrel. First down.
First down at the 32. Clock running. 11:25 to go in the fourth. 24-0. Lisbon behind 3 Sauers touchdowns. Out of the pistol, Sam Badger coming in as the tailback. Prochnow to the right. Will Ellison has been quiet tonight. Slot to the left side. Deutsch wide left. 4-man front. They'll rush 4 on a stunt defensively. Deep down the right side. Prochnow incomplete. Tried to get some separation from Caden Sweet, but that ball sailed out of bounds. Maggio 13 of 20, 124 yards. And that will bring up 2nd and 10 coming here for Central Cass. Drive has taken about 4.5 minutes off the clock. Down 3 scores. And they have to try and score quickly if you can. Play clock under 10, 2nd and 10 from the 33. Badger, left side. Well pursued by the Broncos. Chased behind by Dick. Makes a man miss at the 30, and Sam Badger. Nice play. Simon Swaim had a chance to finish him off and could not. to the
Brought
26.
down by Granger Dick.
Ranger Dick chasing him down from behind,
A
or trying
7-yard gain on the
to.
play,
He will be
3rd and
credited
3 for the Squirrels.
on the tackle. 6 for, close to 7 for Badger now. It'll be 3rd and 3. And this is the 9th play of the drive unofficially here for Central Cass. Inside of 10.5 minutes to go here in regulation time. 3rd and 3, play clock down to 8. Maggio, back to throw, chase to his right, underneath, caught, 25, here's Wiersma, making Ellison down the sideline, and he'll score, touchdown!
Touchdown!
We had mentioned Ellison had been pretty quiet tonight. Had a big game over 100 yards against the Broncos last year. Made that catch. And able to get around the corner for the score. 26-yard catch and run. Maggio to Ellison. It's 24-6. Just basically across the field and underneath Rhoden. Ellison took that 5-yard route and turned it into 26. Into the red painted turf for the first score of the year for their Central Cass. So a little bit of life from the home team. 24-6 and a 2-point conversion you have to get. Wiersma, wing on the right side. Direct snap. That is McKinnon, and he is locked up. They put McKinnon in the backfield. The 2-point conversion fails. 10:09 to go in the fourth. Squirrels get on the board. A 75-yard drive, 24-6. The lead for Lisbon. We're back after this.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Mark Robinson's a pretty popular guy, but he's popular when he throws those mini footballs around. You can, I don't know if the camera, I don't know if we get the camera angle, and see if we can, yeah, there's Marco there, just showing off his arm. Now we know where his kid gets it. His kid Brady, a pretty good pitcher now at Mayville State. 75-yard drive with a touchdown. We'll get to that in just a moment. Line drive kick, 26-yard line. Simon's Fame, 35, and red out of bounds at the 40. 75-yard drive, 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Maggio to Ellison, 26-yard catch and run to get the Squirrels on the board. They stop McKinnon on the run of the 2-point conversion. 24-6 from the 40. Lisbon, the offense goes back to work on 1st and 10. So still a 3-score lead for the Broncos. It looked pretty impressive on their last series. 1st and 10 of the 40. Squirrels have to make it a 3-and-out. Strong side, they'll overload the left side. And they will try the middle on 1st down. Maybe a yard, close to 2 at the 42-yard line, as on that carry.
Avery Dick on the carry.
Avery Dick, it looked like. Yep, Avery Dick, normally the tight end, took the handoff or took the snap for a pickup of a couple.
2-yard gain on the play.
2 yards to the 42 brings up 2nd and 8. Sowers has run for 214. The Broncos have run for not quite 300 yards. 2nd and 8. Play clock at 12 at the 42. Sowers, right side, pursued well. Squirrels trying to wrap up. They eventually do at the 45, close to the 46. 4 more for Sowers. 16 now for 218 yards.
Vance the tackle.
Miles Vance in the stop. 274 yards for the Broncos.
3rd and 4 coming up for Lisbon.
276 between Sowers and Schultz. They combined 26 carries. 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Another key play in this one. Inside of 9 minutes to go, Lisbon an 18-point lead. They come wide with Sowers, looking for a block, pursued well. He gets the corner, 50. 1st down inside the Central Cass 45 to the 43. They pursued well, but could not. There was a good block there towards the edge to get him and allow Sowers the corner. And a first down. 11 on the run, and a Lisbon first down.
First and 10 for Lisbon at the Squirrel 43.
As they make another foray into Squirrels territory at the 43. Another fresh set of downs, and they can let that clock become an ally here with 8:15 and rolling here in the fourth. From the left hash, first and 10 of the 43. A wing on the left is Greenlee. They'll a strong side to the left side. They'll put Rasmussen out there as well as a fullback. Sowers, left side, and fights his way to the 40-yard line. Frosty Wisniewski, one of the Squirrels into the tackle.
Sowers, the ball carrier.
Around the 40, we'll see if they set it down. And they'll give him 3. 2:32 for Sowers. Looking back at the game last year, Sowers ran for 260 on 21 carries. Right now, 18 for 232, so he's on honestly a pretty similar pace to the game down in Lisbon last year. It's a season opener for both teams. 2nd and 6 of the 39. 7.5 to play in this one. Play clock to 6. Schultz finds a hole and takes off to the 25. A stiff arm at the 20 on Deutsch, to the 15, to the 10, and down inside the 10 at the 8. 31 for Schultz on his longest run of the night. 31, and it's first down and first and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal for the Broncos at the 8-yard line.
So we first down at the 8. Stops the clock for an instant now with 7:19 to go in the ball game. First and goal, the 8. The right hash kind of gone more of that power setup where they've used Rasmussen kind of as the H-back fullback. Schultz up the middle inside the 5, and that'll be about it. To the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Out of the bottom of the pile for the Squirrels.
Tackled by Josh Dixon.
Dixon there. Out of the bottom of the pile, Jaden Bartz for the Squirrels. To the 5.
3-yard gain on the play.
92 yards for Schultz. Sowers at 2:32 by our numbers. Down to 6:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. This drive has soaked up a little over 3.5 minutes. Lisbon trying to maybe put the exclamation point on this one tonight at Farmers Unit Insurance Field. 24-6 Broncos. On the carry, that is Sowers, turns back to his right and runs into a red and black wall down to around the 2. Rhoden, one of these Squirrels into the tackle.
Tackled by Adam Rhoden.
And we'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
3-yard gain on the play for Sowers.
8th play unofficially on the drive here for Lisbon as we cross 6 minutes to go. Over 4 minutes time elapsed on this drive. That's exactly what you needed. Don't have to hit a big play, but 3 here, 3 here, 5 or 6 here, and a big 3rd down conversion to keep this drive alive. 3rd and goal from the 2. Play clock now at 5. We approach 5.5 minutes to go here in the 4th. Schultz, right side, stopped short. Tried to follow right guard and tackle and got tripped up to the 1, and it's 4th and goal.
Jaden Bartz with the tackle.
Bartz looked like the one that tripped him up for the Squirrels. Down to the 1, maybe inside the 1-yard line as they take a closer peek.
For the Broncos.
And 4th and goal on the 1-yard line.
4th and goal, Squirrel fans. 4th and goal from the 1.
Central Cass crowd comes to life. 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Wing back on the left is Greenlee. Low snap, Schultz up the middle. 2nd effort, got him in. Touchdown.
Schultz with a touchdown.
First contact low, but Schultz able to
touchdown Broncos.
Keep the center of gravity and lunge forward. A 1-yard touchdown plunge, and that might put this baby to bed. It's now 30-6. Over 5 minutes on that drive for the Broncos. 60-yard drive in 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And 30-6. 2-point conversion. Lisbon has hit on all 3 of their conversions tonight. Knee-high snap. Sweep play left side, and it is good. The 2-point run for Sowers.
Jordan Sowers,
4 for 4 on
two
2-point conversions.
for the Broncos.
4:57 to go here in the fourth. Lisbon salting this one away. Broncos 32, Squirrels 6. We're back after this timeout.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
60-yard drive for Lisbon, 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Converted on a third down to start the drive, and on 4th and goal from the 1. Hunter Schultz, his first touchdown of the year. Sowers in the 2-point conversion, and it's now 32-6. Last year in the matchup between these two teams, those two combined for 357 yards on the ground. Tonight, 330. That'll work. Line drive kick to the 20-yard line. Wiersma across the field to the 35 and to the 39-yard line. 19-yard return. Is it Wiersma or?
Brought down by Carter Wallner.
Check here. I'll make it turn out to the 39-yard line.
Score a ball, 1st and 10. They're at their own 39-yard line.
So up the 39, or they get with a 40-yard line. 4:50 left. All 3 timeouts left for both teams. 1st and 10, 40-yard line for Central Cass. Trailing now, biggest deficit of the night at 26. Here is Maggio. Floats out to his right, swing pass, one-handed catch. Ellison flagged down, shoved out of bounds at the 49.
Will Ellison.
Pickup of 9 as
penalty flag down on the play.
Have a penalty flag down. Flag came in right as Ellison caught the ball. It's a hold. I don't know, maybe a defensive holding perhaps. A one-handed stab there by Ellison. It is a hold against Lisbon.
Holding penalty on the Broncos.
9 on the reception. Otherwise, they could take the defensive holding call. They're trying to get Tommy Butler's attention, saying, do you want this or not? Defensive holding will be an automatic first down. Will they mark it off from the end of the play, or does it just go 10? Yeah, it will be just straight 10. Defensive holding, 10 yards, automatic first down to the 50.
Midfield at the 50-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from midfield. 4-man front, Maggio. Back to throw. Now comes a delayed blitz. Maggio off his back foot, wobbler into double coverage, batted up and caught off the deflection by Prochnow. 2 Broncos defenders there. Tip is Sweet and Rasmussen both there, and Prochnow got it off the tip at the 21-yard line. They tell you to knock it down, and defensively, they got a piece of it, but Prochnow able to stay with it. 22-yard line, so they'll go for 28. It's the old NFL prime time. What do you do? What do you do, Tom Jackson? Knock it down. They didn't there. 1st and 10 on the 22. From the 30, over the middle, it is caught, nearly intercepted that time. It is, no, incomplete. Intended for whom? Sowers going to help up. The intended receiver down there for Central Cass, trying to come across the middle on the crossing pattern. It was intended, I believe, for Cade McKinnon, and it is Cade McKinnon. 15 of 23 for 178 yards. McKinnon may have cramped up there. He's back up on his own power.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for Central Cass.
He will work his way to the sideline. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10, 4:04 to play. McKinnon out of the lineup. So they will go with a 4-receiver set. Prochnow, the single receiver, line to the right side. Here comes pressure, back to throw. Maggio, incomplete. Schultz coming in on the blitz.
Maggio's pass incomplete.
I was kind of wondering earlier, and I say it aloud was, I wondered 32-6 do you just rush 3 or 4 and got a penalty flag down. They might get Maggio for grounding here, but Lisbon has shown some blitzes. I don't think he was outside the tackle box. The pass, I think, got to the line of scrimmage or close to it, but
intentional grounding penalty called on the Squirrels.
it may not have. So it is intentional grounding, loss of yardage, and just as important, if not more, a loss of down. So it ends up back to the 33-yard line. It's a loss of 11 total. And it becomes 3rd down and 22. 3rd down to...
Brings up 3rd about 22 for Central Cass.
3rd down to about north of Leonard at the 33 with 3:59 to play. North of Leonard to the airport, somewhere in there. Do I hear Chafee? 3rd and 22 at the 33. Out of the gun, Maggio has time, steps into one down the right side. It is nearly intercepted. Rasmussen, they had Procknell well covered there between Sweet and Colby Rasmussen, and it's 4th down. Brendan Maggio, 15 of 25 for 178 yards. Last year against Lisbon, 10 of 25, 184 yards, and threw 2 interceptions. There has been one positive side, no turnovers tonight for Central Cass. 4th and long. They won the turnover battle, 2 to the good, but it hasn't resulted. It resulted in opportunities, but no points. 4th and long. Here comes pressure. Maggio able to escape. Takes off to the right, down the sideline, and out of bounds at the 25-yard line, shy of the 1st down.
Brendan Maggio with a carry.
That might be the...
Jaden Schmidt.
Jaden Schmidt forced him out. 5 on the scramble for Maggio. As Maggio down right on the sideline and not able to pop up quite yet. I don't know if he took a shot or what exactly happened, but he was right at the sideline. Timeout, got the change of possession to the 24-yard line with 3:46 to go in this one. Keep an eye on Brendan Maggio there on the sideline. You kind of see it down to the right of the screen. Phil Fott, the trainer, keeping an eye on Maggio. Maybe cramped up, hopefully nothing more than that. And we will have a timeout. Timeout Central Cass. First charge timeout to the Squirrels with 3:46 left. Lisbon right now
Timeout Central Cass.
in control this one at 32-6. 3:46 to play in this one. And boy, another 1st down or 2 might put the wraps on this one. Broncos lead 32-6. Quick timeout. We're back in a moment.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
3:46 left. First charge timeout to Central Cass, and 32-6 your score. Just keeping an eye on Brendan Maggio there. You kind of see him on the right side of your screen. And right now kind of favoring his right knee. And they are, I think, going to help him up to the cart. So that's not a good sign at the end of this one. Basically, after Maggio, on the 2-deep roster, they've got Aiden Olsen-Tinglestead as the backup quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 24. Snap, Sowers, 25, and out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Williams, one of the Squirrels, into the tackle. So Sowers will try and tack on some more here. Or was it Keaton Sweet? 24 Keaton Sweet on the carry. It'll be 8 on Sweet's first carry of the night for Lisbon.
2nd and 2 coming up for the
2nd and
Broncos.
2, maybe one 1st down, maybe a second. Could finish up what's left of this clock. 3:15 to go on the 4th, 32-6 in favor of the Broncos. Simons Fame wide to the left side as Schultz take that snap, a wing on the left side, direct snap as on the carry. That is Sweet again across the 40. Bronco 1st down to the 41-yard line.
Caden Sweet with a carry.
So Sweet for 9 and a first down.
On the tackle.
Dominic Breidenbach into the stop for Central Cass, 5'8", 205-pound senior. First down to the 41 is
41-yard line.
under 2:40 left. The clock blown back in is got about one first down. One first down to do the trick, perhaps. Inside of 2.5 left, so pretty stout Lisbon performance, other than losing the turnover battle. Penalty-wise, 4 penalties tonight, but that ground attack did what it's been expected to do. Direct snap Sweet, 45, and finds a burst down the right hash mark, and close to another Lisbon first down. Sam Badger in the stop for Central Cass, 26 yards on this drive for Caden Sweet for the Broncos. 9 on the run, inside of 2 minutes to go, and Lisbon doing what they do with the rushing attack, but defensively gave up some yards here and there, but showing a variety of blitzes, able to get some pressure at times with just the base 4. They made things just uncomfortable enough for Maggio and Central Cass offense, who showed some sparks, but unable to finish off drives. Second down on a yard of the 50. Direct snap Sweet. First down 45 and gets to the 44. Rhoden, one of the Squirrels into the tackle. Breidenbach as well.
Josh Dixon, the tackle.
Dixon kind of tripped him up, finished off by Rhoden and Breidenbach. 6 and a Lisbon first down.
On the 44-yard line.
15 first downs now for Lisbon, as Frosty Wisniewski into the lineup. Deutsch will come out for Central Cass, as might be victory formation now for the Broncos, as they can take the game clock down under a minute. So one more snap, perhaps 2, will put this one to rest. Broncos look solid once again. Schultz will take a knee. That combo of Schultz and Sowers, which got the job done all of last year and in their senior year.
A reminder, following the game, parents and the fans, please stay off the field following the game.
They did it once again. Schultz and Sowers leading the way for the Broncos, as
stay off the field.
We'll need one more snap to put this one to rest. The Squirrels will play Stanley. That'll be played in partial next Friday, a 5 o'clock start. There's one more kneel down, and that will take care of it. Lisbon will start region play at Oak Grove coming up in Fargo next Friday night. Both teams shaking hands, and both teams don't have the ceremonial handshake, just teams saluting each other, and that will put this one to rest. Final score in this one: Schultz and Sowers combined for nearly 330 yards on the ground. Your final score: Lisbon 32, Central Cass 6. Post-game report coming up after this timeout on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Do you need a sales sign for your store? Maybe displays to light up your booth at trade shows? Or perhaps you are looking for something personal to make birthday of that special someone extra special? No matter what your need is, at Banner Buzz, we have got you covered. This is how it works. Choose from thousands of display products, customize your sizes, or pick from our standard options. For the design, you can create it using our user-friendly design tools. Upload your own artwork, or ask our experienced designers to design it for you for free. Place your order using your credit card, and get it delivered right to your doorsteps right on time. Yes, it's that easy. What's more, our amazing customer happiness advisors are always available to answer any query or concern. So what are you waiting for? Have promotional or decoration plans? Make it visible only with Banner Buzz. To know more and get started, visit bannerbuzz.com today.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions.
Final score, a 32-6 win for the Lisbon Broncos. There you see Coach Joe Girding addressing his team. The Broncos, pretty solid performance tonight. You know what they can do offensively on the ground with that combo of Jordan Sowers and Hunter Schultz, but boy, defensively, they made life uncomfortable for the Squirrels. They stymied the rushing game for the most part, gave some yards underneath, didn't get beat maybe once or twice on a big play through the air, but made stops when they had to. Showed a variety, disguised some blitzes very well, and pretty complete performance. Squirrels did some good things. They won the turnover battle, but just had tough times finishing off drives and possessions, and that Lisbon defense a big reason why. 32-6. Final unofficial numbers on this one. First downs, 8-6 in favor of the Broncos in the second half. 15 for Lisbon, 12 for Central Cass. 2 turnovers for Lisbon on the ball game. Adam Rhoden with an interception just before the half for the Squirrels. And then the first offensive play for the Broncos, it was a fumble by Schultz, strip, and a fumble by Cade McKinnon. Early in the third quarter, Central Cass did not have a turnover on the night. 4 penalties, 26 yards for Lisbon, 1 for 10 yards on a defensive holding call in the second half. 7 penalties, 46 yards for Central Cass, 3 for 26 in the second half, 10 on an illegal block, 5 on procedure, and then 11 on an intentional grounding call charged to quarterback Brendan Maggio. We certainly hope for the best for Brendan. Went down on a scramble, a fourth down, went down and looked like might have been a knee injury, perhaps. Haven't gotten official confirmation on that. Hopefully nothing serious for the junior quarterback for Central Cass. Time of possession, Central Cass actually won the time of possession battle, 25 minutes and 37 seconds compared to 22-23 for the Broncos. Scoring drive, 16-0 at halftime after Central Cass went 3 and out on their first series, punted to the Broncos, and then the fumble recovery by McKinnon gave the Squirrels the ball on the Lisbon 31-yard line, but could not convert, gave it up on downs, and then Lisbon, 6 plays, 69 yards, and those yards came in large chunks on that drive, as Sowers had runs of 18, 15, 11, and 12 on that drive, and finished it off with a 12-yard touchdown run, his third score of the night. The 2-point conversion good on a run for Schultz made it 24-0 with 3:34 to go in the third quarter. Central Cass went on nearly a 5.5-minute drive and converted with 10:09 to go in the fourth, and a 26-yard catch and run for a score by Will Ellison. Score came with 10:09 to go. 2-point conversion failed. It was 24-6 Broncos, and then Lisbon came back and responded things. Penalties for whom? I had 7 penalties, 7 for 46. So on that final drive, 10 plays, 60 yards, 5 minutes and 12 seconds, 1-yard touchdown plunge on 4th and goal for Hunter Schultz at a touchdown. 2-point conversion was good, and a run by Sowers to finish off the scoring. That came with 4:57 to go in the ball game. 32-6 was the final score here tonight, as you can see from Farmers Union Insurance Field. Quickly look at the individual numbers right now. Passing, Brendan Maggio, 15 of 25, 178 yards for Central Cass. His favorite target tonight was Logan Prochnow. In the second half, he had, counting it up here, 5 catches in the second half for a grand total of 5 for 66 yards in the second half. So ends up with 6 for 98 to lead the way for the Central Cass receiving corps tonight. Will Ellison, 2 catches and 33 yards, that 26-yard touchdown early in the fourth. Taking a look at the other receiving numbers. Cade McKinnon, who had 2 catches, 13 yards in the first half, ends up with 3 receptions for 10 yards. Jake Deutsch had a pair of catches, 2 receptions for 17 yards tonight. 1 catch. Owen Wiersma had 1 reception for a total of 8 yards. And those your leading receivers tonight for Central Cass this evening. As they throw for 178. Lisbon did not attempt to pass in the second half. Schultz was 2 of 5 for 19 yards. Rasmussen 1 catch, 6 yards. And Bowden Greenlee 1 reception and 13 yards. 19 yards through the air for the Broncos. On the ground, they did what they needed to do tonight as they end up with 356 yards on the ground. Jordan Sowers, 19 carries, 236 yards and 3 touchdowns. TD runs of 12, 80, and 12. 16 carries, 92 yards for Hunter Schultz and a touchdown. Bowden Greenlee, 3 carries, minus 6 yards. Avery Dick, 1 carry, 2 yards. And Caden Sweet, 4 for 32 for the Broncos. So totaling up those numbers one more time on the ground, 356 yards rushing, 375 in total offense. Central Cass on the ground. Owen Wiersma, 13 carries, 29 yards. Jake Deutsch on a reverse, 1 carry, 16 yards. Sam Badger, 2 carries, 5 yards. And then Majo, 9 carries, minus 25 yards. Those sacks go against his rushing yardage. Granger Dick a sack tonight. Sack and a half for Josh Shearer. Half a sack as well for Caleb Olson. Troy Jorgensen a sack tonight as well for the Broncos. So it's 25 yards against his rushing yards. 25 on the ground. Unofficially 203 yards of total offense there for the Central Cass Squirrels. There you see a look at the games coming up here. There you take a look at the schedule. There you are. Coming up in a few minutes, you'll be able to watch this on demand at your leisure. If you were here tonight and want to take a second look, or if you just want to watch it again just because you just can't get enough, that'll be coming up. You can watch it, and that'll be available here in just a few minutes. We'll have soccer for you and volleyball coming up on Tuesday, September 1st. There you see with West Fargo and Red River, and then volleyball with Grand Forks Central and the Packers as well here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. So that'll do it tonight. Big thanks to our sponsors, including the Central Cass Booster Club. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Your final score one more time. Lisbon 32, Central Cass 6. There you saw earlier where you can follow Magnitude Sports on social media, be it YouTube, the Twitter, or Facebook, or you can email with any questions or comments, msportsnetlive@gmail.com. Repeating the final, Lisbon 32, Central Cass 6. For Mike, I'm Brad Anderson. Final score, 32-6 Broncos. Good night.